All right, and I am live. What's going on? Commendable K. I got Commendable K here with me in the house today. What's going on, CK?
What up? What up?
You know what's up. You know we got to talk about this topic today. But first, I got to do my thing. I got to do my little spiel here, and I am live. It's Wednesday, January 20th, and it is officially 9:38 p.m. in Phoenix. I want to give a shout out to This Is Not D Derail. We had a really good live stream over there on his channel earlier this evening. What's up, Chef Disaster, Rochelle, Koja Malik, everybody that's out there in the audience. Uh, so Commendable K, what was the stuff that you was talking in the background behind the
You know,
scenes? You were talking a lot of mess.
about what we're about to get into.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's probably best to play this and then roll out exactly what it is and what it's not. So I could screen share for you to show everybody, the latest thing that Black folk out here doing, and then we can go ahead and break it down and what I'm saying, chop it up.
Okay, all right, yeah. So today's topic is going to be, of course, about the young lady. What's her name? Shayna, Ashana, whatever her name is.
It don't matter what her name is, to be honest,
Really,
because
damn.
she took a L. You know what I'm saying? And anytime people are taking L's publicly, basically doing a jig, their name is not important. All their name really should be embarrassment.
Wow, it's like that, CK.
We about to see.
All right, well, okay. This video that you guys are about to see, and fair use, by the way, fair use. Uh, this is a young lady that is twerking at the Capitol for freedom. She's saying this is for freedom. They're saying that this is an expression, a dance that expresses freedom, an old African adage, what we used to do back in our homeland. They want to bring it here, and they want to make it a symbol for freedom. And they have Martin Luther King saying in the background, "I have a dream," over and over again. And the whole thing is just pretty much a hot mess. But go ahead, CK, and roll that beautiful being footage. We'll let you guys look and see for yourselves.
Do you want me to play the audio? 'Cause I think the music might be copyright.
No, just go ahead and play it. I don't. I've seen other people play it on their channels and nothing happens, so it should be no different over here.
Okay, when you let me screen share that, I can set it up.
Okay, yeah, just Okay, I see. I see. Let me add you. There you go.
All right, here we go.
It's your girl Shayna.
In what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
You want to watch it again?
Nah, I think we got the gist of it. I think we pretty much that's enough for me.
Okay. So do you want me to start, or do you want me to start? Because you already kind of made some comments, and of course I got a lot to say on this.
Yeah. You know what? I want to hear what you have to say because you had a lot to say behind the scenes. I want you to reiterate some of the stuff that you were saying to me behind the scenes about this here situation right here.
So first and foremost, they always got us up there, you know, doing a jig, basically doing a Bojangle. And the whole thing is embarrassing because she's twerking for freedom. And it's so funny because you got families and stuff walking by. They're enjoying Washington, D.C. and the monuments. And the only black person who's there just so happens to be twerking for freedom. And notice how her hair is, you know, it looks unkept. She's shaking her ass, shaking her booty. And we all should be embarrassed for this. And I know you said this is like an African dance. We're not in Africa. Okay. Most of us who are here, who are ADOS, were more than likely sold by Africans into slavery. And we're here now. And so to try to equate twerking, which is basically a woman shaking her ass, which is normally associated with like some type of like sex ritual. Like the only time a woman bounces her ass for me is when I'm hitting it from the back, or she's letting me know that she want to give me that thing. So you know, and there's nothing wrong with twerking. I like twerking. I like you know, a badonkadonk, you know, a big old booty, an apple bottom, apple booty, all that. But to equate it with Martin Luther King's voice and to have her at the Washington Monument, having her in DC and having her twerking for freedom, this is just more salt on the image of black people in general. And that's the reason why they found the darkest woman they could, who would twerk in the sun with stars and stripes as shorts, twerking for freedom. What kind of freedom is she twerking for? Is this supposed to get reparations? Is this supposed to celebrate I guess being free from enslavement? What exactly are we being free from, that twerking is something that we should celebrate and think that it's okay? So to me, it's an embarrassment. But there's so many embarrassments that happen and so many people defending embarrassments that I wouldn't be surprised if there's low intelligent, low vibration, bottom feeders that think that not only is this okay, but we need more of it. And for those who think that, my question is this: would you want your child to twerk at the Washington Monument for freedom? And if you're like, well, twerking, dancing is an expression, then that's exactly where we're headed. We're already there. So I say twerk away, and anyone who wants to join her, go find the smallest shorts you can and shake your booty.
Okay, well, we're going to open up the panel today and do a whole full-blown discussion about this because, see, I see this a little bit differently than you do, CK, because I remember back when Donald Trump was running for president. This was like the first time that he ran, right? And I remember there were white women wearing the American flag, posing with guns in bikinis, squatted down on the floor. There was video footage of white women
Hold up, let me
doing a
cut you
little.
off. Let me cut you
Hold
off.
on.
See,
No. Let me finish.
we always do this. We
No,
always say,
no,
well, if
because
white people are doing
no,
this,
no,
okay.
because
That's
because
that
we got to make the
That's that trash.
comparison because
Because
nobody said
white trash is
nothing
doing it.
about them white women running around there shaking their cooter, rapping about grab them by the vajayjay. They were sitting up there waving they little vaginas all up in the screen and everything like that, talking about grabbing for JJ for Trump, and nobody said nothing.
People did say something. Maybe you just didn't hear it. I mean, whether it's
Oh,
white trash,
please.
Asian trash, black trash, trash is trash. And we can't justify being trashy because some other group or some other people are doing it.
Well, where were the YouTube panels at about them white women?
They were there. Somebody
no,
either made
they
a panel
wasn't.
or a video.
Now you're just outright lying.
Hold up. Even if someone didn't critique it, I can critique it right now and tell you it's trash. So no matter when,
but they didn't though. But they didn't. See, the time has passed.
I don't know who they are, but just because you didn't hear something and you're hearing it now doesn't justify it in the future. So just because white folk is doing it, don't necessarily mean that we need to do it. Because if that's the case, then yes, massa, I sure is gonna do a jig for you. I sure is gonna dance for freedom because your white women's is doing it, and I guess I best to do it too. Yeah.
No, that don't have nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all.
You just named
no, it doesn't. Because see, it's not white men, but it is not white men that are sitting up here saying anything. It's black men. It's always us. We the loudest ones critiquing each other. We're always putting each other down. Now they done went and found the darkest skinned black woman to put up there to do this twerk dance. Okay, they did, and now nobody said nothing about this woman but black people. Ain't nobody talking bad about her but other black people.
The race of the people who are critiquing her is irrelevant. It still is a loss. Now, if we want to justify twerking because other races ain't saying nothing, or because only black people saying it, that still doesn't make it less trashy than what it is. She's shaking her ass and families are walking by, and even though you can't see the families' faces, the way that they're looking and not looking at her and interacting with her shows you that.
Yeah, but I gotta call fake outrage though, because them white women were at rallies and there were families at those rallies, kids.
Oh, here we go again.
And they were shaking their JJ. They were shaking their JJ. Hold on. Where's the outrage though? Because see, we only outrage when it's dark skinned people that look like us doing it.
Yes, massa. You know, just be you.
Yes, a Black Klansman master. Yeah.
Yes, massa. Since the white women is doing it, it is okay for us. Now we going right back to the plantation right after dinner.
You know, why is it that mostly black men have a problem with this? Because see, you know, if this had been a white woman looking like a Britney Spears or any of these other white actresses that y'all like to see, y'all would be sitting up here putting that commercial on replay, looping it over and over again.
Yeah, that's a false equivalent, because unless you show me a commercial and you show the collective of black men supporting that commercial, you're deflecting and you're almost moving the goalpost. So the subject is this woman.
No, there is no moving of the goalposts.
Your thumbnail, your title are talking about this woman twerking for freedom at the Washington Monument to bring up another activity, another event, another time frame.
I will admit that her twerking for freedom is stupid. But I'm not going to sit up here and dog this black woman. I'm not going to dog her out for it, though. I'm not going to do that.
Well, we're not dogging her out. We don't know her. We're dogging out her, what she's doing, which is twerking for freedom at the Washington Monument. So we're not focused on her. We don't know nothing about her. Her name's irrelevant. We're focused on what she's doing, and we're shaming the behavior. So I think you're trying to justify.
Okay, but hold on.
And you brought up other races.
No, I'm not.
White men, this white. You just brought up white people, and I'm like, what does white people got to do with this woman?
No, because white people did the same thing during when Trump was running for president. You had white women sitting up there. They were shaking their JJ all in the camera, talking about grabbing by the JJ, and they were being real vulgar with it, and nobody said nothing.
Is Trump
they were even more vulgar because they were shaking their vagina in the camera.
Rally? Are we talking about a Trump rally? Is Trump running for president? I'll answer for you. The answer is no. You're moving the goalposts and you're trying to deflect to a whole.
No, I'm not. It's the same thing. Rally, capital. It still has no place in politics. It has no place in politics, and yet no one said nothing when the white women was shaking their vajayjay all in the camera. Nobody had no pushback for them, but when it's a black woman, all of a sudden everybody want to say something.
Supported President Trump is no secret. Most of them were lower parts of the economic landscape. You could even say trailer park trash if you want to. That's
but
cool.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Even if they look at these rich white women.
Now we're talking about
hold on. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, because low class money has nothing to do with you being low class. Money has nothing to do with being low class at all.
Why are we trying to justify her twerking for freedom by bringing up all these other events? Focus on the fact of what she's doing, which you've already said by your own words, that twerking for freedom is trashy. So leave it at that instead of trying to justify it with Trump rally and the rich white women and this and that. Moving the goalpost, deflecting.
But no, that's not moving the goalpost, because I'm comparing two similar situations. Both of the situations are pretty much the same. They're both women. They're both dancing lewdly, and it was for a political reason. But the white women that did it, nobody got no smoke for them. Only the black women.
So since the white women's was okay with it and no one gave them pushback, it should be okay for the black women's too. See, the problem is people want to do monkey see, monkey do. If you want to go off the cliff, the rest of the lemmings, go ahead. But you've already said that twerking in Washington D.C. is bad. So why?
And look. And this is so bad. Hold on. Why is it effective? Because as Viper Sniper says down here, the strippers got the men out to vote, and they voted. Biden's in there. 90% of black people voted.
It's a false equivalent.
They got their booties to the poll.
Unless we do some type of research and take a survey on how many of you decided to vote, no matter what candidate, because of get your booty to the poll, we can't even use that as justification for people getting out to vote.
They do. They said 90% of black people came out to vote for Biden. So evidently the advertisement is working.
No, you're saying that 90% of black people came out to vote because of get your booty to the poll.
Well, I'm just going to say it like this. It was a higher turnout than any other elections.
That doesn't mean
it's because something different happened. Something different happened.
Right, get your booty to the poll. Well, I mean, it could have been COVID. It could have been unemployment rate. It could have been a number of different things. Yeah,
the unemployment rate has been low for black people for decades, and we did not get our booties to the poll.
What I'm trying to make is the strippers maybe getting the men to go out and vote. Okay, cool. But this woman twerking for freedom, is this going to help black men get freedom for something? It's going to help black men get motivated.
I don't know. Get your booty to the poll seem to have worked to get us out here to vote Democrat, because we got Biden in office now.
Don't know, because you're moving the goalposts and deflecting.
We all know that black men are motivated by sex.
No, we're not going to do that, because now.
Yes, we are, because it worked. It worked.
We're not going to do sexist comments, because that's beside the point. And the point is that this woman who's at Washington D.C. twerking for freedom is an embarrassment, and you've already said that. Now you're trying to reach for straws.
Yeah, it's an embarrassment because it actually works. I mean, this is what we respond to. This is what we have been reduced to.
What is she trying to convey by twerking for freedom? Is she trying to help black folks get free from slavery, or reparations to get financially free, or maybe to be able to see Washington D.C. everywhere in Washington D.C. for free? Everything. What free thing is she gonna get us by shaking that ass? Let me know that. And until you give me that answer, which you can't, this is an embarrassment. So going on to all these other events and times, and this rally and that woman and this and that, it doesn't matter. You're deflecting, trying to justify, probably because she's a black woman. So if her twerking, if this was, let's say,
Hold on. Absolutely, because she's a black woman. Absolutely, because
that's the whole point.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Bias.
Nobody else is going to stand up for us. Nobody else is going to speak up for us.
Not
Nobody
even
else is
you.
going to
You're not
have our
even
back.
you.
Nobody.
You're
Now,
not trying to
hold
do it.
on. I may not agree with her doing the twerking and all of that type of stuff,
End
but
the
at the
sentence
same
right
time,
there.
if
No,
y'all
no,
gonna
no.
be
That's it.
outraged, y'all need to be outraged with all of the people that's out here doing this outrageous stuff, not just when black women do.
Now, don't get me wrong. Her twerking, I think, is cool because if somebody wants to put money in her pants or shorts and wants to pay her for her twerking or watch for free, I'm all for it. I say twerk that ass, and if anybody wants to holler at her and they're able to hit it, hey, cool. If you can't fuck them, then fuck them. I got it. What we're talking about is not just simply twerking. It's not just simply her being a black woman. It's twerking for
You know
freedom at
what?
Washington.
I think that there is such a hatred for black women that we are just damned
Now
if we
we
do
hate.
and damned if
Now
we don't.
we hate black
Yeah,
women because they
there is
want to
such a
twerk. They
hatred
want to
for
disrespect
black women.
themselves.
No
But
matter what we do, we're wrong.
well, there is no all we can do. We're talking about twerking. Now, let some men holler at a woman, be like, hey, little mama, you looking thick. You got a fat ass. All of a sudden now we're wrong for not respecting her. But yet, when you give them their own camera and you let them run wild in the monument, they don't pay respects to the founding fathers. They don't tell people to get out and vote for the midterm elections. Oh, no, they twerk for freedom, and that's what we're defending. So if we want to defend debauchery, okay, cool. But don't be upset when
But
we
hold on a
want
second.
to.
They did tell you to get out and
Don't be
vote.
upset.
They
Don't be
said
upset.
get your
Don't,
booty to the poll. What are you talking about? Yes, they
no,
did. And
no,
y'all
no,
got y'all
no.
booty to the poll too.
So
Yes,
now we're
y'all
talking about
did.
voting again.
Yes, y'all are
Now you're
motivated
defending.
by
How
sex.
many times
Okay.
are you going to
Yes,
defend? How many
you're
times? How
motivated
many
by
times?
sex.
How
And
many
then you want to
times?
sit
How
up
many
here and
times?
blame the
How
black
many
woman
times?
after
How
you
many
done
times are you going to
responded to the
deflect
booty.
to voting?
You responded to the booty like you always do, and then you want to turn around and blame the black woman. No, sir. I'm not gonna let you do it. Okay?
Attention.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna give attention because we probably want to fuck her, but that doesn't mean that it's right to portray our people
Yeah.
or anyone twerking for freedom at the Washington Monument. And what we're doing, okay, so Faith fell off. Great. I could go ahead and say what needs to be said. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure everybody would want to smash her. I got it. That checks the block. The point I'm making is not that we want to smash her or that twerking is bad. It's just that it's not a good look to twerk for freedom at the Washington Monument. Now, if this was supposed to be some type of, dance somewhere else, like in a club, twerking's cool. But it's just the fact that when we embarrass ourselves or something is done and it gives a black eye, justifying it by pointing to other groups, other races, other events, it further makes us look bad because it's kind of like monkey see, monkey do. So if we want to be monkey see, monkey do, don't be upset when we catcall, when we're in the
Whoa,
club
am I back?
and yeah, you're back with the lies. But when don't be upset when we're in the club and now all of a sudden we want to grab something when you've been twerking and giving it to us, and you let us know that you have no problem with disrespecting yourself. So if we do it, then the same thing we're gonna say is, well, other races and other groups do it, so it must be okay.
Okay, see, I'm getting tired. I'm about to open up the panel because see, I'm going in and out. So I'm gonna need my folks to come up here. Cause CK, you tripping.
Come on, get
You
your booty
you
to the pole.
Nothing, yeah.
Get your booty to
Get
the
your
pole.
booty to the pole. That's right, because you all respond to booty. Y'all been responding to booty, and then when you respond to the booty, and then the booty starts getting up on the TV and twerking and all that type of stuff. Now y'all embarrassed because we done set up here. They done figured out what y'all respond to. They figured it out, and now you're mad.
Well,
Well,
that's
scratch your ass and get glad because y'all are the ones that put it out there that this is what you respond to.
That's why StreamYard was kicking you off, because you had that nonsense. Hopefully somebody comes up on the panel, because I mean, again, it's not an issue of us being against twerking, because all men love twerking. The problem is twerking for freedom at the Washington Monument and being on some nonsense.
That is not the issue. But I do want to welcome to the stream. What's up, Chef Disaster? Hello, Chef.
Hello, Faith. How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
I'm coolin'. What up, CK? What's good?
What up? What up?
All right. Yeah, this is a great topic. I ain't want to jump in. I want you to finish, and then you let me know when to jump in or whatever. 'Cause y'all going at it.
Nah, I mean, Faith's going to continue justifying, women twerking for freedom in the Washington Monument, and then turn around and say that's not what it's about. I mean, that's the only video that we've shown, and that's the thumbnail and the title. So if we want to deflect to white people like we normally do on these panels, then so be it. But my thing is like this: if someone were to come to me and say, how do you want to get men's attention? I mean, she could simply just be, walking around with signs and stuff to get people's attention to go vote. But the fact that, she's twerking for freedom and we're trying to justify it because other races are doing it, it's only a matter of time before it's like, well, I don't know, we shouldn't get reparations because other groups didn't get it when they did. So, are we going to be monkey see, monkey do, or are we going to be focused on what's right morally, logically, legally, and ethically?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can see where you coming from with it, CK, and I definitely can see where Faith coming in with it. I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say, like, if it's a protest, if she's doing it for a protest, sometimes in protest you gotta take the extreme measures, and you're not hurting nobody, you're not really offending nobody, but people who don't like to see, those people in the movie Dirty Dancing, they didn't like those kids dancing like that. You're gonna have those people. So those are the only people you might have offended, and they're usually older and with the certain kind of mindset that won't change them. But with the times changing in America, I think that was a very mild act of protest. Like, and I'm keeping it a whole band. I love twerking and all that. The only thing that I seen that was wrong with it was the correlation with MLK. That's about it, because his protest was something different than what she's actually protesting. Because the freedom that he was protesting for and the freedom that she's protesting for now, I believe, is two different things. So to make that side by side kind of like throws people off and make you think that it's a crazy act because they deliberately did that. Now, who's ever the marketing genius behind this? That's who we should be mad at. The girl probably getting a bag, right? Because I think if she would have twerked in, so to say, stretch pants, a flag printed stretch pants, I don't think it would have been as offensive as the smaller shorts. So everything, I think, was like appropriately, methodically planned for those type of reactions. Even catching her filming with the people walking by, it's kind of like a trigger video. So then we say, like, who put this out? You know what I'm saying?
So Faith set you up. So Faith set you up for failure, because what she didn't do is she didn't have the statement beside the video read. I'm gonna read the statement so you'll get more context, so you're not walking into.
You know what? I did not set nobody up for failure. That was my opinion. But go ahead and read your little statement.
Chef, she got you. All right, so this is Black Lives Matter is the one who put the video out there. Black Lives Matter. All right, and it's Twerk on Washington, Black Lives Matter, MLK Artist Series. Artist statement is this: Twerk on Washington is a declaration of freedom and healing, advocating for the decolonization of over-sexualizing Black women's bodies to reclaim an ancient sacred dances of liberation and wellness, sampling the quote, "I Have a Dream" by the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. The shame of traditional African practices is not ours. Trauma is kept in the body. Shake it off. So basically, and there's some more to be read, and I'll wait to read the rest of it because it's more, basically.
But hold on, that's basically what I said at the beginning. I said that it was a a cultural African dance that they were utilizing to express the whole twerking for freedom. I said that at the very beginning.
Yeah, that's what they're claiming that it's about, but we all know that twerking for freedom.
Twerking is an African cultural ritual. It is.
We're not in Africa. We got to stop
Oh,
doing this. We got
we
to
know
stop.
this. We
No,
know
if
this.
if we're in Africa doing an African dance, or there's people who are in African garb doing an actual African dance, and they have the everything set up for the ceremony. Okay, cool. But just to take one little aspect and freak it out, and then justify it because Africans have done it in the past, that still is peeing on my leg and telling me it's raining. Because again, if you want to say that it's an African dance that she was doing, well, where's the rest of the ceremonial stuff? Because she was wearing African flag pants. So this had nothing to do with Africa. This was about
wait a minute. Where did Culture Malik go? Because I was getting ready to introduce her. See, you so long-winded and rude. I couldn't even introduce Culture Malik. Culture Malik, please come back.
So she was twerking. What was she twerking for? To have the right to twerk, like for twerking not to be offensive. I'm still not understanding what she was twerking for. What freedom?
Even though it's called twerk, it's called Twerk on Washington, is a declaration of freedom and healing. So she is, quote, advocating for the decolonization of over-sexualizing Black women's bodies to reclaim an ancient sacred dances of liberation and wellness. So basically she's over-sexualizing her body to advocate for the decolonization of over-sexualizing Black women's bodies. So it's kind of like
okay.
So
all right. Well, I want to hold on real quick. I want to introduce Culture Malik to the stream. I want to everybody get a chance to give their opinion. So Culture Malik, welcome. And what do you have to say about this whole thing?
Can you hear me first of all? My phone died. I'm on my laptop. I've never used it online.
You're kind of low. I can barely hear you.
Oh, okay, can you hear me better now?
Can you guys hear her?
She's coming in low.
I hear her, but she's still low.
You're low. We can hear you, but you're kind of low.
Okay, just I'm gonna talk for a quick second, and then my phone should have enough charge to go back on. But I was gonna say we got to take the good with the bad. I don't know nothing about the over sexualizing or this and that, but I do know that we get really funny when stuff represents us in a negative light, but we say we want equality. We have the girls gone wild. We can find 50 million videos of white girls working, and I know I'm going to say it's not about white people. But if we say we want this equality, we have the right to be equally as rude and cruel as they are without saying it's a reflection on the whole entire Black community. Because when white people do something, they don't say the girls gone wild or the reflection of the whole community. And we take it as this one Black person making all of us look bad instead of saying this one Black person is representing themselves.
Right.
So I know we're in this country and that's the perception they have of us. But if we really say we want this equal, then we get to be equally as rude and crude as them. And I know we're not in a position of power and we have to exercise some restraint. But at the end of the day, that's what we're fighting for. So that when one Black person does something, it is not symbolic of all of us and how we all do. But when we say that and we look at this young lady twerking, we go around and reinforce that is representing all of us. So we can't have it both ways. And that's what I wanted to say.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
I agree. The Black woman who's twerking for Washington and twerking for freedom and all that mess, she is shaming herself and not like every Black woman. So I could dig that. We shouldn't.
I still don't. I don't see the shame in it though. I don't. I really don't see the shame in it. I see trigger more than shame. I see people
can't get a good twerk on now, so I ain't mad at them.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't see. I see that it was deliberately aimed at people who already have a problem with the twerking before she even got up there. I see that's what it's aimed at. So if you already have a problem with twerking, no matter if it's a black woman or a white woman, if it's a white listener or a black listener, you're gonna have a problem with that video. And I think the video is saying to black listeners, white listeners, all of this melting pot, that the message that you read, CK, I think is saying that to everyone. That's why the American flag is used. Like I said, I just think it's a triggering video. That's it, and it wants to get those type of responses.
Well, I
And
have
and
to say,
mhm.
I did put a link in the video, a link in the chat, where Martin Luther King whole entire dream came true because they got white girls and black girls and Spanish girls twerking. It was just the culmination of his dream, and I'm being sarcastic because I know some people got pissed about it and did post about it, but that was his vision. That
Hmm.
everybody could come together and twerk together. White girls, little black girls, little Spanish girls, little Japanese girls could all twerk at one time.
Yeah,
And we
because
all know Martin Luther King liked them non-black girls. So his
yeah,
dream really came to reality.
Here he
Yes.
was, a
and they
black
let
man in
Miley
Yes,
America,
Cyrus
so
do
indeed.
it.
that would be right on with that.
They damn sure let Miley Cyrus do it on the Super Bowl, and ain't nobody had a problem with that. That we know little kids was watching it then, and
J
nobody had a
Lo
problem with
and
it then.
Shakira.
So
J Lo
I
and
basically,
mean,
it's
Shakira
like
also.
for what's being said is because white folks do it, it's okay for us for anybody to do it.
no,
And I
it's
mean,
because everybody do it, bro. Everyone does it. It's not no longer a secret like what they're trying to. It's no longer that. Every version of the twerk has been done across these states, bro. It's a household dance. The people that still have a problem with it, that's who the video is aimed at. You can no longer have a problem with twerk. You've seen every age group do the twerk. You've seen every genre do the twerk. How is that still offensive in 2021? Tell
Exactly.
me.
I saw Ellen DeGeneres doing the twerk. I was like, what? She don't even have a booty.
Right.
so so the comments under the video disagree with you all. Some of the comments, like Shay Shao is saying, "Yeah, no," and then Zuwap is saying, "No." Spartan 0229 asks, "What in the entire F?" Then Maria Moore says, "Quote, this makes me sad. On MLK Day 2, doesn't matter the intent, caption, just not a good look." Ravioli says, "What even?" So I think, yeah, I
I
agree
think
that,
this was
different folks
recorded.
with different.
I think it
I
was
think,
recorded before because Tanya TKO did a thing and she was saying this was recorded like on the 4th of July or something. I think it's just been reposted. I didn't catch all of her stuff, but I think it's just posted here. But I don't think it was recorded on MLK Day. I kind of caught part of her broadcast, what she did about it. So,
Yeah, they just put that music in the background, and then they had her say, "It's your girl Shayna." But it was done actually on the 4th of July. It was not meant to be something to happen on for political reasons or for an inauguration. It was for the 4th of July. But they just transposed it and made it into this. But I think a lot of black women in general have a problem with it because we are concerned about our image. But the thing about it is, it's mighty funny that black women are the only people that have to be concerned about our image when one black woman does something that we don't all like or agree with. But when there's a white woman out there doing something that's silly, other white women don't say, "Hey, she speaks for all of us and she needs to go sit down somewhere." They just say that one woman is crazy. And I
so is,
think
exactly.
that we have got to start adapting that mentality.
well, okay, so is this one black woman crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, that this one
So,
black woman, that did this.
so why are there
Yeah.
people on this panel trying to justify twerking instead of focusing on this one black woman who's twerking, talking about some
I'm
twerk
not
on
gonna
Washington?
I'm not gonna even go as far as to say she's crazy. This may be a young girl that's out there dancing. I don't know her age or anything, but we done all done some stuff and done that we wouldn't
Yeah,
do
I
at
don't
this
think she's
age. So
crazy.
if you're a young girl out there just doing what young people do or whatever, in the sense of fun, not trying to make a political statement, sometimes we get out there. You'll see when you're young, you'll twerk here or you'll do a little dance there or whatever. I'm not saying she was out there making a political statement. Maybe she was just being young and dumb and having
Well, no,
fun.
that's what the
In
post
the
is saying.
grand
The post
scheme
is
of
like
things,
basically a political statement. This is not like, for fun or little girls having a good time. It's a statement. The artist made an actual statement on the Instagram page for Black Lives Matter. Twerk on Washington is a declaration of freedom and healing, advocating for the decolonization of over-sexualizing Black women's bodies.
I'm not
I,
getting
th-
into
I
that part of that. I don't know if she initially recorded this video for that purpose or if they took
Right.
her
The
video.
video was not recorded for that purpose, and the young
Okay.
lady did do a dissertation where she pretty much was explaining that. But this is what they turned it into, and so ultimately, this is what it became.
So I'm not gonna judge her and say this, and that. She probably was a young girl out there having fun. Who don't get in their house and twerk for a little bit of whatever she was
In
doing.
the
She
house,
was out
yes.
there not
She's
making a
twerking on
political statement.
Washington.
And there's a whole bunch of people get out there and done shook their butt for a little bit or whatever they done.
yeah.
It wasn't political. I'm just gonna chalk it up to her being young. I think she probably is young. Probably wasn't the best judgment, but she wasn't making a statement about the
Yeah.
whole entirety of Black women, and we shouldn't take it as that because of, like I said, we don't want them to do it to us. We shouldn't do it to each other. We don't want to say Pookie and Ray Ray represent CK. So if CK don't want to be represented by Pookie and Ray Ray with their pants hanging down, then we should not say this woman represents all of the whole Black women. And I'm just gonna say she was a young girl out there doing what some young people do.
Can
In the
someone
grand
read
scheme
what
of
Chaz
things, was it the
B98 is
best
saying?
thing?
Because this has nothing to do with
Maybe
Pookie and
not.
Ray Ray. This is
Okay, yeah, I see that. Chaz B98 says she said that she was making a political statement. She did a whole 3-hour video explanation yesterday because people were upset.
Oh, I didn't see that. I apologize.
See, we
I was
have to stop
just throwing that out there.
justifying and trying to pull straws to say, you know what, twerking on Washington's okay because of this group and that group, and maybe she's
But
young.
this is America. This is freedom of
Oh, now
expression.
it's America.
Why is it that this young lady cannot have her freedom of expression?
She
Yeah.
can have the freedom of expression, and if she wants to twerk, it's her freedom to do so. The discussion is more of, we're just discussing this thing, and it's a political statement. There are people who are okay with twerking. I love twerking. It's just the optics of this one individual twerking on Washington, and then
Okay, but which is worse? Which is worse, twerking on Washington or people running up into the state Congress trying to overthrow and be violent and all this other type of stuff? Which is worse?
Deflection.
I have seen a white
false
lady.
equivalent.
No, that's not
I saw a
deflection.
white lady
Absolutely
with a
not.
red, white, and blue.
That's a
United
good point.
States
That's a good
flag.
point.
No. She's twerking on Washington. Y'all talking about a Capitol riot. That's two different events.
No,
people.
we're talking about the tactic used to get the attention. You see, if she would just stood up there and read the constitutional rights, would we be having this conversation? I think not. I think we absolutely would not be having this conversation. And whatever political statement she was trying to make, the statement has been made, period.
What was the statement that she was trying to make?
I didn't read the article.
There is no statement.
Well, according to you, she's talking about the over sexualization of Black women's
Whatever
bodies.
she was trying to do. Whatever point she was trying to get across, she has those eyes. And like I said, you can tell by the aim that she was going at a certain demographic of people who probably can make a difference and stuff like that. Because I'm telling you right now, younger people do not have a problem with this. If we did a poll, you would find that out yourself. Now, it's more likely going to be the upper age group people who have a problem with twerking because they may see it as something nasty. And I keep trying to say that. It's no longer, it's far past nasty. And those who still hold on to it like it's something nasty, you have an issue because little girls twerk, sorry to say. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's you're twerking in the club. Like you said, you like it, you can cheer it on in. When they're twerking on top of the cars, you like it, you can cheer it on in. But when she's making a political statement and using her body to do that, she can't do that then, and we cheer it on, or we have her back.
I say
And people do things. They make statements through dance all the time, through singing, through the arts. So how come we can't see this for what it is?
That's what it is.
Okay, so back to when y'all was deflecting to the Capitol riot, which was illegal. You guys are trying to use an illegal event to justify a legal event.
That's what I was saying, which is worse.
Well, we can name a whole bunch of things that's obviously worse, like 9/11 or going to war with Iraq.
Right, but they were making a political statement too. They were making a political statement too.
Naming a whole bunch of events where there's atrocities doesn't make this less bad.
No, but see, the two recent events. Okay, this is a recent event that happened right after the first one. The first event was violence. Bunch of white folks. They're violent. They got the guns. They up there. They trying to storm the Capitol. They're making their statement through violence. This woman is making her statement through art, which is worse.
It's two different events, and now you all are being disingenuous to try to bring in an event. The Capitol riot was a bunch of people who were disgusting, and it was a riot. It was illegal, unethical, immoral. With her twerking, obviously she's not hurting.
But you're saying that what she's doing is unethical and immoral.
Well, yeah, that's what he's saying. I think he has a strong hate for the twerk itself. He might have a problem with the dance, even though he said he doesn't, and he cheers it on. I believe he see it as something, that women shouldn't be doing.
No, you're putting words in my mouth. That's fine if you want to do that. What I said was exactly what I meant, and I know I said it because I was here when I said it. I said I have no problem.
What's wrong with twerking?
I just said, like I said at the beginning of the stream, maybe you were here, maybe you didn't hear. There's nothing wrong with twerking. We're not talking about just simply twerking. We're talking about twerk on Washington, not the Capitol riots, not anything else. Twerk on Washington and the video with the artist statement that goes along with it. You guys are adding.
What's wrong with twerking? You still not telling me what's wrong with? She's not twerking on nobody. She's not grinding on nobody. She's not doing anything like that. What is wrong with the act that she's actually doing?
I asked one question. You said, what's wrong with twerking? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with twerking. This is not a question about twerking. It's twerk on Washington and the Instagram post that we showed. So we can't isolate certain elements of it to try to say, well, the whole thing is okay as far as optics and everything going on because twerk is good, Washington's good, political statement's good, and all this other stuff is bad. We got to take the entire context of the Instagram post.
I really don't care if twerking is good or bad. My right. That's that lady expression of how she want to do it for whatever purpose she's doing it for, and that's what we have to accept. We can try to give our opinion on why she's doing it, but that's that whole grown lady, young adult business of what they're doing, and it should not be our business. I mean, we can make comments and stuff on it, but at the end of the day, she's a whole grown woman. Whether I approve of it or don't approve of it really doesn't matter. She is only representative of herself.
Exactly. And I didn't see anything disgusting about it at all because I seen them white women, they had on bikinis and stuff like that and had the vaginas all up in the camera. That was disgusting. But now she was covered. She was covered up.
I've seen a white lady stand on a corner selling hot dogs in the United States, red, white, and blue with stars, what they call them, teabag. And so at least she was covered up. At least she ain't had her pussy lips showing and all that other stuff, and she wasn't showing her nipples and none of that other stuff, So I ain't mad at her. She do what she want to do. She grown. She ain't representing me. She representing herself. And at the end of the day, that's PG. That ain't even PG-13 these days.
Yeah, that's nothing. That was nothing. I didn't see nothing.
I saw worse at the Trump rallies.
Yeah.
It seemed like we're equating and bringing white people into this which is fine, I guess, if y'all want to deflect to white people.
Well, well, if you want to protect the white
Rallies.
women, go right ahead.
You want to bringing up the white women in these rallies and stuff. I'm just focused
No,
on
no, because see, if we gonna attack a black woman for her expressing her freedom of speech through dance, yeah, I'm gonna bring up these white women
We're not
that's been
attacking her.
doing it.
We're just giving I forgot, like Jay said, I forgot her name. We're just giving an opinion on the Instagram post and the artist statement. Now, this other stuff that you all are introducing, unless you want it to be shown as far as a video of that stuff and expand the conversation, okay, cool. But I agree, there's nothing wrong with twerking. The woman who twerked out in Washington, she didn't do anything that was, it didn't look disgusting to me. It looks sexually attractive, which is what she's going for with the twerk. However, the only critique I'm making is, twerk on Washington just seems like something that we just don't need. But if that's like you all said, that's what she wants to do. She's a grown woman, and usually, she's walking around. There's families there. The families.
How come we do over sexualize black women? Because them white women was waving their vaginas.
No, they over sexualize
those dance moms have their little girls out there dancing just like she danced. On what channel that is, the dance moms have them little girls out there dancing way worse than what she was dancing.
Well,
but every time black women dance,
and making money off it and getting paid.
Right.
So
if we shake our booty just a little bit, it's sexual.
Right. I think that's the statement that you're trying to. That's what I get from it.
What's the point?
Because she's not at a rally. She's not at a rally, and we've seen white women get up and straight flash the whole rally, the whole meeting.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the state. So the statement is what you have a problem with. The actual statement and her doing it on Capitol Hill, because she's not offending any of the people that's walking by in the video.
How do you know that?
None of them have looked at her weird or walked around her any type of way. She's not even offending those people that are actually in front of her working.
Because they don't say anything.
Probably half of them got their daughters registered for dance class doing the same thing.
So
that's probably why it didn't offend them.
Are we okay? Let's move the goalpost to this dance class. So in the dance class with the dance moms, with the little girls, with the outfits and dancing, do you all have a problem with that?
I have a problem with little girls up there in bikinis and bathing suits doing.
So why are we bringing it up to kind of justify what this lady did not have on a bikini?
She had on shorts,
and the shorts was covering all her butt.
Yeah.
So because her butt is completely covered and she wasn't looking like little girls on a dance mom thing, that her twerking on Washington is
what that grown lady do, and where she want to twerk at, she can twerk.
It's the same thing with the dance moms. They're grown women and they want their children doing stuff, and that's their business.
Yeah, but I think children are different.
Oh, so now we have standards.
Them grown people do what they daughter is their business. It's not a decision I will make for my daughter.
I got two daughters. I got two daughters, and I've seen them both twerk. I've seen an African dance that look like twerking. You can say what you want to say. They resemble each other. Whether they come from the root of African dancing, that's what it looks like. Now you can call it what the Hawaiian women is doing is a version of twerking too. But since us Black Americans are doing it, it's a ludicrous act, and it's just crazy. Like I said, my two daughters are in dance class.
So when your daughters do the African dance, do they wear African garb? Like
if it's an African performance at that time, yes, they will dress all the girls up in those garments. Yes, they will. But they're not seen as ew. That's nasty. That's what I'm saying. It's the actual, like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's the actual person that's looking at the person twerking. What? Because they're just dancing.
So when they have the African clothes on, and there's probably other stuff that surrounded them, that's a part of the ceremony or ritual, right? That lets someone who may not understand what the dance is about and why they're doing it, that kind of lets them identify the dance that they're doing with the performance are associated with their costume and anything else that's around them. Is that correct?
Correct.
So that's African dance. I would be like, okay, that's African dance because they're going 100% with African dance, African ritual. Now,
All right, CK, stay right there.
okay.
Now, what is the American? Ain't the American dance? We don't have culture. We're not allowed to have that same kind of sentiment when it comes to our dancing.
Yeah, we are.
We can't get
But
out
it's
there
not
and make
African dance, though.
It
I don't
doesn't
care
have
what
to be
kind of dance
African.
it
We're
was.
American. We are
Right, it's
American, and
American.
we've been creating dances, bro. We've been creating dances.
If
But
she
We've
got
been
up there
doing
on the
that.
stripper pole and did it, she a grown woman, and the only person who should have a problem with it is herself. If she got a problem with it, if she got up there on the whole stripper pole and did a whole act like Demi Moore did on whatever that movie was, I wouldn't have a problem with it because that's that grown woman business.
You're right, on a stripper pole where you got to be 18 and over to be in there, right? So if she's on
I
a
say
stripper pole,
if she had a portable stripper pole and put out there and did the whole routine, whatever Demi Moore did on that movie, she was a stripper, I wouldn't have a problem with it because that's that grown lady, young adult
so okay,
business.
so Demi Moore was
CK,
in a movie doing a stripper routine.
CK,
Demi Moore was in a
let
movie
me.
doing a stripper routine.
I don't care that whatever grown people do, whether they want to do it for a movie, whether they want to do it as they work out in the park, however they want to do it, that's that grown lady business, and that grown lady only represents herself.
And she did it around children.
Oh, as a matter of fact,
If it's
a
if it's
public
in a
park.
public place, can she help that there's children there?
I'm sure she's
See,
banking on that.
CK, are you one of those people that don't like women breastfeeding in public too?
No, well, breastfeeding in public and twerking is two different things. We're doing this again with this trying to deflect to a whole nother event to justify her twerking. I mean, if y'all want to talk about
Why she got to
breastfeeding and the
justify?
Trump
She
campaign,
shouldn't have
you
to
guys have been
justify
all over the
anything.
place to try to
She
just
does.
look. If she, you're right, Coach Malik. If she wants to twerk in public, that's her right, her business. And I like twerking. I think it's sexy. I think it's great. Twerking on Washington, I just don't, in my opinion, I just really don't think it's a good look for what she's trying to do. But that's just my opinion. Now, if y'all want to bring up these
You
children,
scared you got to get excited with her twerking in public, and people might say that you like it.
Okay,
sure-
well,
I'm sure a lot of people would
CK,
be excited.
I think that you have a problem with black women in particular,
That's what I said.
doing lewd dances.
That's what I
Because-
said.
See,
I
and now
think
you guys,
so.
now you guys are doing like personal attacks to try to prove your point.
Oh
You know,
no, I'm not a person
it's
attacking you, bro.
it's not a
You
personal
both-
attack. It's an observation.
You and Chef Disaster said, CK, I think you personally have a problem with black women twerking. And I'm like, why not ask me if I have a problem? Because I've said I have no problem.
Because
with twerking.
okay, where was the outrage? Where are your videos on those white women shaking their vaginas when Donald Trump was running for president, talking about some grab us by the vajayjay?
So do I have to make a video to have an opinion now? I'm on the panel. You can ask me now, or I can just say,
but you didn't hop on nobody panel back then. I didn't see not damn sight, hide, head, or hair of you when that was going on.
Do I have to hop on a panel to have an opinion?
But you had to have an opinion. You sent me the link. Remember last night you was like, "Oh, babe, you got to talk about this. She out of her mind." Wait. Hold on a second. What was all this outrage though? I didn't get no link. I didn't get no phone call in the middle of the night. Babe, these white women have lost their mind. Look at them shaking their vaginas all over. You didn't do that.
So you're right, I didn't do it. However, I can give my opinion now while I'm on this panel. That's the great thing about these panels is when the panel takes place.
But how come you woke me up in the middle of the night for the black woman and not the white woman?
Probably because when the white women were doing it, I didn't even know you. So sorry that I didn't know you. Yeah, I can't go back in time. So besides time travel, and we're deflecting to all these things. CK, why didn't you go back in time and wake me up in the middle of the night? What about the white women at the rally? What about the little girls in the pageant? Oh, my daughters are in the African dance.
But you know what? I'm going to go back to your content and see if I saw anything that you put out about the white women. I'm going to look. I'm going to look.
In the meantime, your thumbnail, the video we showed, and the title are about the twerk on Washington. And when you guys are done going all around the mulberry bush trying to say that twerking on Washington's a good thing because twerking is good, the black woman is good.
You still haven't told me why it's a bad thing, though, bro. I would go, yo, CK. I would go. You're absolutely right. I'm a fair guy. No bias. You still haven't told me why is it a bad look to be twerking on the Capitol. I mean, they're not even voting. They're not doing that. You're not showing me the offense, bro. What I've seen is their video made purposely to trigger someone. She's not at an event. She's not somewhere where there's a whole bunch of white people looking at her like, look at this black coon, like whatever you were saying, chucking Matt. There's nobody around saying that. So what I'm saying to you is, how can you make up a false pretense of outrage when there's clearly no outrage while she's doing it?
So she's twerking on Washington to basically say that a woman's body should not be over sexualized.
And what's wrong with that?
I think there's nothing wrong with over sexualizing a woman's body. However, she's sexualizing herself to say that she shouldn't over sexualize her body. And again,
she's dancing. She's doing a traditional African dance.
Right.
Here we go with this African dance.
The person looking at that in that way would be the person she's trying to aim at. That's what I keep saying to you. So you might have a issue with the twerk itself and the sexualization of black women. You Faith said, it's not a personal attack.
Problem with twerking
because that's why the video was made, CK. That's why the video was made. It wasn't no protest. You get what I'm saying? There was no greeting. It was probably the video, the person recording the video, and the person doing the dancing. That's probably the main two people involved with the video.
Chaz B98 has already said there's a backlash, and I'm also reading the comments. So
backlash when they posted it. When they posted it, bro. When they posted it. That's when the backlash came. When the actual event took place, she made not one black person look bad in front of who?
How do you know that? You weren't there while it was recorded.
We've seen it. I saw it.
So you've seen it outside of this Black Lives Matter Instagram post?
No, I seen what you just showed me.
A lot of times black women do stuff and black people do stuff and it's taken to the next degree. For example, a lot of the girls' shorts are made pretty short these days. Now, if a little black girl with booty go and put them shorts on and compare it to a white girl, they're going to make more comments about the black girl wearing the same pair of shorts as the white girl.
Yeah.
But also,
false
today,
equivalent.
Everything women do. I can't even lick a damn ice cream cone in public without somebody probably saying I'm sexualizing myself licking an ice cream cone. I got to eat my ice cream cone in the privacy of my car. And I think that's the point. Maybe part of the point is how they take stuff to a different level.
Right.
And also there was a black Olympic ice skater. And she was a very voluptuous, well, not voluptuous, but she just had a lot of booty and she was very dark skinned.
Surya Bonale.
They did not like her doing her splits and wearing the outfits that she wore because they said that she looked overly sexual when she was doing the same routines that the white women were doing.
And Serena, didn't they say something about Serena tennis outfits?
Yep.
And the fact that they used a really dark woman, more melanized woman, it shows me more of an aim. This is what I'm getting from it. Because they could have used a yellow bone, a red bone, whatever you want to call it, mix, mulatto, whatever you want to call it. And we wouldn't have this, I don't think we would have that issue with it. I just don't. That's me personally. That's my opinion.
So many what ifs. But what we have in front of us is what we have in front of us. So, you know,
a made up video, bro. That's what we have in front of us. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I mean, it's a video.
Should suppress her expression of herself so other people could be comfortable. She should repress her desires so others can be comfortable. She shouldn't express herself how she wants to express herself out of fear of others.
Right. And here's an example of it. I like twerking. Now, when the girl got up there in the restaurant and was twerking, I think that's inappropriate.
Right.
That's the difference.
Oh, now we draw the line. So because the woman's in a restaurant where people are eating and there's families, that's bad.
Viewers, This viewer is trying to enjoy the comfortability of eating.
And there's people
Yeah.
trying to enjoy the Washington Monument.
Which is a
It ain't like
public
when you go
place,
to the
a public place, freedom of speech. She was not doing nothing but twerking. And if you think twerking is against the law, again, you have a problem with twerking, TK. Sorry.
I never said anything was against the law.
So how can
All
you
right.
say she's twerking on the Capitol? Where is the problem in that? You still haven't told me that.
Well, you just kind of said that the person twerking at the restaurant was bad,
I don't see a
but
problem.
On top
twerking
of the table. On top of the table.
on top of the table and on the ground. Is two different places.
Trying to get a reaction out of actual people that are not
I'm
there for
pretty
that.
sure at the
That are
Washington
not there
Monument,
for
he
that.
was trying to get a reaction
If
to.
he wanted
No,
twerking
the other lady
and
was
food,
making
he would
a
have went to the
video.
strip club. Is what he's saying. If he wanted twerking and food, he would have just went to the strip club, not to the restaurant.
I'm back.
Right.
The
Yeah.
other girl was
But
making a
hold
video,
on,
so that was
hold on,
deliberate.
guys, hold on. I gotta introduce new people to the panel. I want to go ahead and welcome BMT to the panel. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up? But tonight I'll be known BMT, the freak. So, I don't have a problem with the girl twerking at the Capitol. I am very happy for her. It's her body, her choice. She can do what she wants. I encourage more women to do that, to twerk. I'm fine with that. I don't see a problem with it. That was her right. They won the election, so if they want to twerk, they can twerk. Just like with white people, when they won with Trump, they were out there with guns and having a good time and hillbillying it up and all that good shit. And black people on Facebook throwing it in other black people's face. So guess what? Let they want to go ahead and twerk, go ahead and twerk. That's their celebratory thing. It is what it is. I mean, and also the thing with the restaurant, the owner was getting them drunk. He was actually 2 hours late with their food. So you getting them drunk and playing twerk music, you kind of set yourself up for that. Which then they opened up a twerk restaurant right after that. And actually he ended up turning his place into a club for twerking. So twerking won the day also again. So yeah, and also you also got to think that the majority of the votes was because when they dropped that video of them strippers twerk to the pole, that thing actually did very well. So yeah, so twerking did win the election. So yeah, it's actually fair to twerk.
Good point, BMT. Good point, bro. Very refreshing.
You're welcome. BMT the freak is always on this kind of thing. Hey, Coda. Hey, boo.
Hey, BMT.
Yeah, I say let them twerk, man. Let the twerkers twerk, man.
Yeah, let them twerk. Why you look at that face drying up? People having fun. Black women having fun. Probably gotta be somebody out there.
But now, CK, what is your real problem though with the whole twerk thing? Like, is it the dance itself, or is it just because of where it happened?
So obviously, people don't have their listening ears on, and I'll re-explain myself for like the fifth time. So what I'm trying to say is, I have no problem with twerking. I think twerking's great. When people twerk in the club and twerk wherever, I have no problem with it. The critique I have with the twerk on Washington is it just seems like doing something that is somewhat raunchy, like twerking, because like in the restaurant you can't twerk. I got a video right now, if you let me share my screen, where people are twerking on stage, and it's somewhat considered a raunchy dance. However, again, I have no problem with twerking or her being black and all that. It's just twerk on Washington using a sexualized dance to say that women shouldn't be over sexualized.
So yeah, go ahead. You can share your screen.
Okay, so we have some women twerking on stage, and I like it. So so right now, let's see. Let me do a screen share. And again, I have nothing against twerking. I know y'all trying to, do personal critiques and all that stuff to I guess justify the twerk on Washington. And we've been all about the Mulberry.
No, bro. No. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. I said she's making a video. She's not. She has that right for expression. I'm not taking a personal attack at you. Not at all. I don't got to do that.
I think she was making that was a video production, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I see. I don't see her storming in and just twerking while they're trying to give a speech or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, just when families are at the Washington Monument trying to enjoy history, her coming out
That's their
twerking.
right to be there just as much as it's her right to be there making her twerk video, bro. They can't stop her, and neither can you, and neither can the law.
I'm not trying to stop anyone, and I know you keep bringing
So
up the
there's
law.
Okay.
so
Now,
there's nothing wrong with it, is what I'm saying.
let's look at it like this. Okay, so she wanted to do a video of her twerking. Okay, that was her freedom of expression. Just like these girls up there, they twerking and we got the phones going. I look at it like just like when the white counterparts they go up there to monuments with guns and they say it's my right, freedom of
Wait, whoa, my bad. Yo, yo, CK, what is this? I can't watch
Oh,
no black man beat up a black pregnant woman.
well, I mean that's the thing. It's a slippery slope. It's
Oh
not.
man, that wasn't
It's.
cool, bro.
Here we go.
I don't think. I don't think it was cool either. I think.
What did I just see? What was that?
You
Oh, it
saw
was
that?
twerking.
What did that have to do with twerking?
They were twerking.
But what did the beating her up have to do?
Boy, that
Oh,
goalpost
that's
just
what
got
somebody.
moved so far.
Yeah,
Yo, he just beat up a black
you ready to
pregnant
move
woman, son.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to justify him putting his hands on her. I was just showing them twerking on stage.
Oh, Genie. Okay, but again,
So if we have no problem with twerking, then
well, here's the thing about it. Like again, if at one point nobody has smoke or really, I mean, people were just now justifying people showing up to monuments using the same talking points when they were up there with guns, saying this is my right as an American. Now she's doing it, saying this is my right as an American to go to a monument. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm doing a video. I'm dancing. I ain't touching nobody. I ain't twerking on no baby, and I'm twerking. Now all of a sudden, the world came to an end. It would have been any different if Girls Gone Wild was doing that and shaking their flat asses in front of the world. No, nobody would have gave a shit. So it's the same thing. Like you can't win them for anything.
Exactly.
You just can't win them.
I agree
Exactly.
again.
And as Culture Malik brought up, they said something about Serena Williams wearing some kind of cat suit, but then they showed a picture of I think the Russian tennis player wearing the exact same model cat suit, and nobody had any outrage about her in it because well, her body wasn't, as exciting as Serena's body. So nobody said anything. But like she said, we could wear the exact same shorts that white girls wear, but because we most of us come packed with a little extra booty, we're always being told that we're being extra sexy. So I get why this young black woman is twerking, and using it as an expression of how people over sexualize black women's bodies because her booty was covered up, and people were sitting up here talking about how inappropriate it was. Why is it inappropriate?
Because she feel it out.
I would, like I said, if it was something where she was on top of somebody, or what I'm saying, like up on, I said okay, they don't want that. But when I look at the little clip thing, she's by herself in her own little zone doing her own thing. Like if that's what she want to do, I mean, it'd have been nothing different than a street performer in Times Square.
Absolutely.
You would have stood right there and just watched. I mean,
Exactly. Or going to Vegas and watching those
oh
those
yeah, they be doing it.
you know what I'm talking about, those girls, the flamingo girls.
Right. Yep. It just, and again, I get like I said, time and placing of everything. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what Dr. King fought for. Hey, equality.
But I got a question. You brought up the Rockette girls in Vegas, and they always do this to women. And you could go. I think you could go to places and you can see the male strippers do their thing. I wonder if they put black male strippers next to those white male strippers, how lewd would they say those black male strippers are? But we all know black male strippers get down worse than that. But I would just like to see that comparison done because they do it to black women, So I would really be interested in seeing them do a comparison
They don't
of
do that.
black male strippers versus white male strippers, and if they say they're more sexual or lewder or whatever. Which
They don't do
I think
that.
they can be.
I think black male strippers are a little more sexual though.
I was more sexual, and I did not give a fuck. My best life.
DLT, you was a stripper in a former life.
I was. Yes, I was.
Stripper,
Yo, you know what?
boxer,
Are you serious?
farmer.
Huh? I'm saved now.
Wait.
We're not saved.
Are you serious?
Yeah, on
Yeah, I
God.
think he is.
BMT,
I
you
heard him
was
say
really
that
a
before.
stripper?
I said that I even talked about it on the show.
I heard him say that before. Yep.
I talked about it on the show.
Now you was on
Wow.
Eternity Court, and you was a stripper. You just got a whole jack of all trades.
You only got one life to live. You better use it to the fullest of your extent.
Wait. Who else? Who else wanna what was you? Was you a former stripper? Chef Disaster, come on, y'all.
Oh nah.
Confession.
I was just a former gangbanger. We confess it.
Chef was talking about that.
Just telling you.
I used to on our show for us to make some extra money for a donation. They were paying me
CK?
They were paying me to twerk on the show.
Where did
your
CK
money,
go?
BMT.
I done rubbed CK the wrong way, man. He ain't fucking with me.
No. I was just on mute because y'all was talking about some other stuff, and I was just letting y'all just carry y'all thing out. No, I ain't never been no stripper.
I just want you to know I ain't trying to disrespect you at all. We people, we gonna have difference of opinion. That's not for me to be mad at you, nor you for me to be mad at you, because I'm more passionate at getting my opinion across. And even with you thinking I'm trying to insult you, I just want to clear that up that I'm not. I haven't took one shot at you. Actually, I like playing ping pong of the brain. You know what I'm saying? Because after the conversation, I know I should find a medium. After I log off, I'm gonna say whatever I'm gonna say about it in the confidence of my own, in the confinement of my own self, my own space in my brain. That's all.
No, I mean,
no disrespect.
So I just want to just respond. So no, I wasn't like offended or anything. It's just when I was told I think you have a problem with black women, you have a problem with twerking. It's like, nah, I got a problem with twerking. So like a while back, I saw a movie called Cuties. Now to me, Cuties was bad. It was bad optics, just my opinion. And the girls were just dancing in the movie. And so whenever there's children around and adults are doing what I perceive to be adult dances and the children are doing adult dances, it kind of is one of those things where it's like a slippery slope to me. So like the woman twerking on Washington, I don't care if she twerks on Washington, like you all said, freedom of speech. It's just her twerking around little kids, and then you got little kids, twerking at home and stuff. And it's just, it just turns into a slippery slope. It turns into cuties. And I guess I'm more traditionalist, especially when children are present. I just want, like, as a father, I just would like for us as adults to be more united in protecting children that are around, even though it's not illegal and she can do what she wants where she wants. It's just that when I see children around and I see people doing stuff and they're twerking and doing suggestive dances and anything that's considered socially, sexually suggestive, I just would like for us to not do it around the children. That's all.
All right, so let me ask you a question. When the actual president, Bill Clinton, said he smoked weed and he didn't in hell, did you make a video on it then?
So we're doing a false equivalent again because you're talking about...
No. I'm trying to make a point. What I'm trying to make a point is they've been, and it's not towards you, they've been aiming at our kids forever with programming.
When you ask me, did you, CK, make a video? That's a personal question towards me. And no, I was not a content creator back then. I was actually like in high school when he was president. No, actually junior high school. So I didn't know much about President President Clinton. But we're
But
focusing on
so,
twerking.
but I'm saying, was it bad? Was it bad to you at that time?
Again, I was like a child, didn't know much
It,
about
it,
the situation.
all right, so no, it wasn't. It wasn't bad. It didn't matter to
I
you.
got a
That's my
question.
point. It didn't matter to you. Go
Aries
ahead.
504 in the comments say he was a stripper, and BMT was a stripper. So I wonder, is it the same stigma attached to men? You know, when they go to get married and stuff, do they feel judged, or should they be judged like women are judged for maybe having a career as that? Even if it wasn't a good paid strip, you know, if you just stripped every now and then for a little change, you know,
No,
at a hole in the
I
wall.
don't judge. I don't judge about. Listen, I don't judge. See, that's not
I
something I
said
do.
Aries said it too, so I'm wondering how many men have these stripper backgrounds. I ain't got a problem with it.
Listen, I
Everybody do what
done
they want
had
to
to
do. I'm
oil
just
myself down plenty of times to make that rent, and I don't judge. No BBW, no BBBW. I don't judge no. If Big Mama want to pay me to loot me down and slap me on my ass cheek so I can get that damn 250 that night, it is what it is. I don't judge nobody. Get your money. Get your motherfucking money. Okay, get your money. Don't judge nobody.
I think black males just get that anyway. Like we call male whores and all of that good stuff
You're gonna get
before
called
even
anyway.
you don't even got to strip, so
Yeah,
it doesn't even matter. That's just how I feel.
oh,
Word.
oh, you want to
You
stay in your
slip.
baby mama house that night? You gonna have to strip. Chef. You gonna have to strip.
I mean, I've been asked to strip. Word up, you ain't never lie. I'm just saying, it's hard to shake that. If you strip or not, like if you a strip on stage, you're gonna get that tag. Like you're gonna be like, oh yeah, because
Yeah,
black men seem like we sexualized a little bit too. You know what I'm saying?
right. No, that's true. I think the thing about it is and critiquing at that, okay, in the South, we have a thing called step team, right? That's if y'all ever
Hmm.
seen them before, or step lines. And the girls there, now mind you, they have them in a high school. So the girls were there doing all for the competitions, they were stepping, doing dances and busting it like it's hot and dropping and all the stuff. Now they were doing that. Now, granted, they were doing this in front of the whole towns and all this stuff. We were winning, getting trophies and newspapers and all the stuff. I mean, it was what it was. I mean, but it was that's just black people are just naturally sexual people. We're just naturally sexual. It's just how it is. I don't think nothing of it. Nobody says nothing about the Latin culture when they're dancing and doing the salsa and they all grinding on each other and shit. We do it
Yeah.
called antsy, but you gotta understand that was put on us like we called animals and we animalistic and shit. Other people get it, it's called sexy. It's called
Yes.
sophisticated and shit. So I get what was slammed on us before. So us getting that hot and heavy boom boom room fever, you know what I'm saying? It's something different. But we're naturally as we're already given that. We're just, you know what I'm saying? You see a woman with curves, to us, well, okay, she's thick.
Yeah,
Now I'm
you on
hearing
to
that.
something?
Now I'm hearing now that a curvy, thick, plump woman that's fat, and I'm like, the fuck y'all talking about? Like, I thought that was good. Like, what do y'all call Big Mama now? Because last time I checked, that mean, but I ain't want no fat woman. See, I'm a man. I eat, I fuck, and I sleep. So I'm pretty basic. But again, I'm hearing these new terminologies. I'm learning. Again, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. The white girls were looking at the black woman's butt. So she was
Yeah,
already getting sexualized on Sir Trix-a-Lot video. And that was
right,
the same type of shorts. Remember, that was the same type of shorts. Look at her
right,
butt, like big butts. So, and that was on VH1. So,
Fast forward to today, they putting injections in their butt to have a butt like a black girl. Kim
right.
Kardashian.
why'd you have to call her name? Leave her. She's black too. She's black too.
She is.
You
You
can
you
live
know
with.
what? Y'all need to stop making any and everything black. Tyrese's fiance already put him
It's
on Front
black.
Street.
It's black.
He's sitting up
It's
there
black.
talking about his black queen. She had to put him in check. Said that I'm not black, nigga.
She said
Y'all
that.
need to stop. Y'all need to
She
really
said that.
stop.
She said that out of retaliation. The retaliation.
No. She said it because she not black.
Well, okay. What about Kobe Bryant's wife? What is she?
Not black.
Faith. Everybody's not black. Yeah,
She
goddamn.
not black. They not black.
They are not
What is she
black.
like
And
Mexican,
y'all
right?
got to stop. Y'all got to stop trying to
Well,
make these white women
Is she
black.
is she Mexican?
that's enough from you, Faith. That's enough. You ain't gonna be attacking these men.
Is Kobe Bryant wife Mexican?
He's black.
His,
I don't know what she is, but she not black.
some type
If
of
I mean
Hispanic.
if she was from Mexico, she'd be a darker Mexican. So you know,
But
Well,
she not. She a white Mexican.
Well, here
ain't
we go.
that's all.
Lupita
Here we go
Mexican?
attacking black women. Here we go. Hold
Ain't
on.
Lupita Mexican?
Yeah, sure.
Huh?
Ain't Lupita the girl who played in
No,
Black
that's
Panther? Ain't she Mexican?
no. She's black. She's black.
I think she African born in Mexico.
Leave her alone. Out of this.
She
Get out of
Mexican.
Now see, how come the Mexicans can't claim Lupita?
That
We come. She's black. Here we go, Faith. Here you go with
she
all
black
this.
born in Mexico,
Yep,
so
yeah,
she
but
black
let's see,
Mexican.
y'all claiming the white Mexicans. How come they can't claim us?
They do claim us. Stop. Enough for you.
No, they don't. They
That's,
don't claim us.
that's
We
enough for
do
you.
the most claiming of non-black people. It is a damn shame.
Here we go. Attacking black
Yo,
women again.
yo, BMT. You know who David Fizdale is? He used to coach the Knicks.
Yeah.
He's a black man.
Really?
Like, did you know that?
I did not know that.
He's a black man.
You know.
Word up. So it is some white looking black people out here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now the one of the
I just go by the phenotype. If you don't look black to me, if you got them Caucasian eyes and hair and features, you not black.
now
Look
one
at
of the
David Fizdale, Faith. Look at David Fizdale when you get a chance.
dude from
If he look white to me and I can't identify no black in him, then I'm gonna throw him over there to the other folks.
the
Because
dude
Let me
that's what
know
they
how
do.
you feel about it. Let me know.
That's what they do to us.
the dude from Guns N' Roses. I forgot which one of them. I did not know he was black. I didn't know he was black.
Wait, what guy? Which one?
One of the dudes on Guns N' Roses. One of them is white and one of them is black.
slash
Yeah,
good talk player. He mixed.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Black.
you know why we gotta call mixed people black? If they
Enough,
mixed,
Faith.
they ain't black.
Enough.
Yeah. I guess if he want to, if
And
they
he's
want to
so
call themselves
non-black.
black though,
He's so
we can't tell
non-black.
them
He
they not
married to
black.
a white porn star, or was engaged, or maybe divorced to a white porn star. That's how I know. That's how mixed he is.
Shoot, mixed people don't
You
even
want to
want
say
to
he
be
black?
black.
He black.
Nah.
A lot of mixed people don't even want to be black. But we want to
Where you
make them
hear?
black.
Where you hear this nonsense? Where you hear
They
that?
be sitting up here saying it. The only time they want to be black is when it's time for them to make money.
Name two mixed
Even
people
the
you
new
together.
bachelor say he mixed. Ain't the guy who is the first black bachelor say he mixed.
He black.
I think he said he mixed because he conflicted.
I
Afraid
watched.
of all kind.
I watch him on Twitter. He black.
All
I
right.
ain't watched him.
Watch him on Twitter. Koja, I was gonna come to your party and dance for y'all. You can kiss that shit goodbye.
God, BMT.
That's it off the table.
And I had
This
some
guy
quarters and
got a
everything.
death wish. I mean, he walked right in front of my truck like the truck ain't moving.
I got a thing full of quarters in here. You know,
Oh hell
one of
no!
those
You know what?
5-gallon water
You
bottles
know
full of
what's
quarters.
crazy? I had somebody. This cheap heifer was throwing change on my table. Listen, change hurts. Y'all can stop at the damn machine and drop your change off to get them turned into bills. Change
It
hurts.
takes 15% when you do that.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. Listen, I was start trying. I was gonna try. I said, "Yo, she's throwing money like change." Thank God for the bouncer. He's like, "Yo, you gotta stop it. You're throwing money at the at the dances. You can't be doing it. Women and also
Yeah, that's fucked up.
ladies, you're not
Yeah,
allowed
that's crazy.
to touch the dancer. First of all, women have a
She
problem
should have
with
been kicked out, bro.
she listen. She would have got kicked out. She was
I
supposed
ain't seen that many black strippers, but the few I done seen, you touching is part of it. They already know when they come to your private party, all that's included. They
You ain't hit
touching
me with no
and they
shades, though.
licking. And they licking up thighs and everything else. That's
to.
part of the contract when they get there.
First of all, let me tell
Jay,
you.
you ain't hit me with no quarters, though. I'm sorry.
First of all, let's clarify some of these things. The women have a heavy hand when it comes to slapping. A lot. Like y'all like to slap ass and sides and stomach and abs too much. And y'all be having nails and rings on. Take your shit off if you want to be slapping somebody. Like y'all be slacking shit and like nobody got time for getting cut. Like I've been cut too many damn times. Another goddamn thing. Like you can't try to jerk no man off while he's dancing. You almost listen. This one woman has that hand. I'm like a gorilla grip. I'm gonna rip my shit off. Hell no. I'm like, you know what? I'm straight. I'm not
Did you
coming back to you. I don't give a damn if you give me $10 bill. I'm not coming back to you. Stay your ass
you
over there.
feel objectified? Did you feel dirty?
Well,
And
that's nothing that 5 shots of Hennessy and can't fix. 5 shots of Hennessy and rub some goddamn cocoa on my gums, and I get right back out there and get to work.
You know
Yeah, I
what,
wouldn't have been
BNT?
offended
You
by
need
that.
to BNT. You need to do the stripper monologues on your channel.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that. I'm open about my shit. I mean, I'm open about my shit. Only God can judge me. I'm already there, baby. I'm already there. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm like I'm so open about a lot of my shit. You can't dox what I tell you, but I tell you these things because it's my life. I'm the goddamn author of my life. I'm living my best life. I'm gonna live it. Shit, fuck it.
All right.
I'm gonna buy your book when you write it.
Shit, I might have you damn be the audio person to read. Dude, I'm doing audio book. Fuck it. I'm like, I'm too lazy to read.
You a fool, boy.
I rather
You a
somebody
fool.
just read it to me. Fuck that. There's some nights I wish I forgot. Some
CK,
Yeah,
nights,
man.
do you want to share?
Yes, ma'am.
You got anything you want to share? You any extra secrets?
I mean, I do my adult playground. Everybody knows about that. And people pretty much know, you know what I'm saying, how I get down by program and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like power exchange. I mean, it's no secret. What you want to know?
I was just letting you know everybody doing confessions. I was just giving you the opportunity, because you had been quiet, to come on.
Oh, well, it's your turn to confess, dude. It's your
I
turn
ain't
to
got no
confess.
confessions. I'm just a good old country girl. That's it. I ain't got no confessions.
Country girls
That's
be the
right.
biggest freaks.
No.
You know, I'm
Turn
from
that
Arkansas,
table on
right?
it, CK. Turn that table, baby boy.
I
You
ain't
know,
got no confessions.
I'm from Arkansas. I
I'm
know all
just
about country
listening.
girls.
I'm just
Country,
listening. I'm
country
new
girls
to
be the
these
main ones
YouTube.
getting down. They give
I'm
you
new to
give
these
you
YouTube
BJ.
streets.
Hold up, give you
I'm
BJ
new.
while you on a tractor. You getting some hay together. She's giving you a blowjob.
Ooh, a BJ on the tractor.
Okay,
Mm.
so
I ain't
tell us
got no
about your country girl days. You know, what part of what state you from?
Florida.
Yeah, Florida gets down. You know, in addition to Arkansas, I also grew up in South Florida. You know where Cape Coral is?
That's a little bit south of me. I'm in Palm Beach County in the country.
Oh, that's where they be at. I bet every time you walk past somebody, they pretty much turn their head, talk about how thick you are.
But everybody, you can link probably everybody up in the same town to somebody they done screwed. Either
That's how country is.
or
I mean, you said you was a country girl. I already knew how to get down was.
I'm a good country girl.
Right. Usually it's the quiet ones you got to worry about because they're the main ones trying to keep themselves secret so they can keep doing what they do.
But I ain't quiet.
You just said you quiet. So now you loud.
A little bit. I'm not loud, but I'm talkative.
Not
but I'm
loud. So you had to say it twice because I'm sure you probably get down with the get down. You can add some stories to the table.
I ain't got no stories to tell.
We all know how Florida women do.
I ain't got no books to write. But it was nice hearing from y'all stories and everything.
We worried about your story. You the only one up here with no avatar.
Wait, hold on a second,
put us
though.
on.
I have cammed up a couple of times. I have no avatar.
Well, hold on a second.
Okay.
While CK talking, I remember I was back there on BMT's channel, and I got kind of what do you call it? I got hijacked by Dr. Spanko.
What?
You got hijacked by Dr. Spanko.
Yeah.
What is that?
You gonna act like you don't know nothing about that, CK?
You must have had a fantasy go through your mind just
No,
now.
CK. We not gonna do that, CK. We not gonna do that. Who is your alter ego?
First of all, you must have had a fantasy roll through your mind, which is the reason why you brought up Dr. Spanko. My question to you, Faith, the faith factor, to remedy attain, whatever you call yourself these days, is what exactly, what fantasy went through your mind when I was talking to Koja Malik about the freaks in Florida? Do you want to tell us about the freaks wherever you went?
Well, first of all, I don't know nothing about Florida.
Right.
So I didn't have no fantasy in my mind about no freaks in no Florida.
You just brought up Dr. Spanko.
I'm in a truck. I'm in a truck. What are you talking about?
I've done a lot of stuff in the truck. Tell me what all you've done in the truck.
Well, what have you done?
It
sounded to me.
Yo, CK,
it sounded to me like you got a little bit.
CK, you are on to something.
I mean, the truck is the best place for it to go down at. I might understand it, not to get in your business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I understand, you truck driver. I know how it goes down with the lot lizards and the.
Let us know. I want to know.
Right.
I want to know about that, babe.
Tell us how you get down.
I want to know. I know there's some deep, dark secrets of being a woman truck driver out there on the motherfucking road, and I want to know. Talk about a confession. Well, there you go, right there. It done landed right on your lap.
Facts.
I want to know.
I want to know what else lands on her lap. Since we sharing, let's do it.
I know you be seeing the prostitutes out there, the street workers. I know you see it. Stop playing with me. Mm-hmm. Stop playing with me.
Put us on game.
I'm not even a truck driver.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I know nothing about what you all are saying.
More stories. Don't be shy.
I literally live in a one traffic light town, and we just got maybe a couple of years ago. What it is, the pilot. So all the truckers could come in, and they had the little gas station and all that. We just got one of them a couple of years ago. About 2 weeks ago, I just seen a white lady with a sign, "Will work for food." I was like, ain't this some shit? All the years I've been here, we ain't never had no white lady standing talking about "will work for food." She was trying to get down to that damn new pilot down there so she could go and work, because we ain't never had that in this one traffic light.
Right. That's how it go down. Brother Speaks in the chat is saying, or whose lap she lands on. You know what I'm saying? We try to figure out, we want to know what the get down is. Put us on the little secrets. We all friends here.
This little country town, that was new for us, because that was a new one for us. I said, okay, they bringing the business.
The country town, y'all be out there in the fields getting down. You know what I'm saying? Doing cornfield jobs.
They had one time this person, they was doing their thing in the car, and they must have put it in gear, and they say they ran down into the lake, because we got Lake Okeechobee or a canal somewhere back there, and end up both of them dying.
So you went into the lake with somebody?
Not me. Not me.
Or you let somebody dive in your lake?
I ain't got nothing to say. I plead the fifth.
You stutter now.
Pose plead the fifth. Don't say nothing, girl.
I mean, Cat got your tongue right now. You stuttering. I don't know why y'all trying to be good girls all of a sudden. Y'all should go ahead and say what's on y'all's mind. We got a trucker on the panel, got a country girl. Get in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? Bust it down. Put us on game, and let us know what to do.
I low key, I want it to be a lot lizard, or what would it be a lizard man? I would have wanted to be
But
in
we
like
gonna need some men because there's more women getting in the truck, and we just can't have all the women out there working. Equal opportunity. It's not time for
Thank you.
all the
Right,
men out there.
I would love to see
right.
some men out here like loosening it up.
But men working for men, but men working for women.
What you gonna do with them?
I'm just saying equal
No,
opportunity.
you
I'm
would not.
What you gonna do with the male lot lizards?
He ain't gonna do nothing, CK.
Nah, I think there's a lot of busting down that
Lock
we
the door.
be
You gotta
serious
lock
about.
the door.
Hey, brother Speak says,
Lock the
just to
door.
let you know, Faith. No, I'm very discreet, so come through. I mean, that's it.
equal opportunity. I feel like men should be able to get out in that lot and work just as hard as them women and be objectified. Equal opportunity.
Women ain't buying it like that, Jay.
I'm still trying to hear y'all stories of you know what I'm saying, when y'all bust down so we can be impressed.
I'll never tell.
Usually it's the good girls with a tight lip that give the best BJ. So I appreciate it. I commend you on your secrets.
Anybody else hear echo?
Yeah,
Somebody
I hear it.
Yeah, somebody probably got YouTube going in the background.
My computer on, but if it's on, but you got it on mute, will it still pick up?
Well, now I don't hear anything. Well, no. It's still there.
Yeah, it's Coach Jamali because her stuff is vibrating when other people talk.
Oh, here.
Do you have your YouTube on mute?
I have it on mute, but I don't know because
She's
sometimes
probably
they
trying
say,
to record the conversation. Stop trying to record the conversation to rub one out later.
"Oh, that's okay. That's okay."
Okay.
It's so vivid in my memory. I
It's
don't
all
even need to
good, you know what
record
I'm
it.
saying? Oh, okay. It's like that. You gonna take your cold shower afterwards, or you got your man you gonna go to?
I'm just waiting for him to get home. That's all.
Viper Sniper, no, I don't have a day truck. I have a sleeper.
That means there's a bed in it, right?
Yeah, there's a bed in the back.
Yeah.
That's it. There it goes. Go on, tell us
There
what
you
you do
go,
with
right
your
there.
bed. Tell us some bedtime stories and about that
Word.
bed. Bedtime stories.
You had to pick up your little shorty, your little side piece.
Well,
Tell
first
them
of
you'll make a
all, there's a
detour.
camera in the truck, so there's no picking up of no shorties and no side pieces up in here.
Do the camera
Oh,
run
it's
when the
not your
vehicle's
truck? I
off?
thought it was your truck.
Do the
No, it's
camera
not my truck.
do the camera run when the vehicle's off?
Well, no.
Exactly. So you park the truck, turn the camera off, or turn the truck off, and then it's game on. We trying to hear the bedtime stories. Go ahead and put us on game on how you do as a wild woman. We know you.
Good one,
old.
CK. Good one. Good one.
Right.
I like that.
She's older. Faith been talking on these panels, talking about she's older. She could teach somebody a thing or two. We trying to learn now.
Yeah.
Well, who said that? I didn't say that.
That wasn't you?
No, that was not. No.
I think you said I'm a woman of advanced age and I got advanced techniques I can teach y'all.
You know what? You a whole lad.
That sound like something you would say. Yeah.
It do. It sounds like some faith factor right there. So
Yeah.
you know what? Whether you said it or not, it's irrelevant. Go ahead and tell us some advanced stuff you could do with your advanced age. Put us on what the fine wine do when it's time for the get down. Let us know some techniques that you do so we can pass it on to our significant other and women and whatnot.
Oh, okay. You want to hear about some advanced techniques?
Yeah, put us on.
Okay, well, I can shift a 13 speed, with the extra shift handle on the side and then the shift handle in the front. And let's see, I can do alley docking. Okay, and I done did a lot of advanced stuff in this truck.
So alley docking is reverse cowgirl, check. And you said that you can handle a 10 speed. Does that mean you're dealing with a dude with a BBC? I know you're trying to keep it clean for the monetization, but
you know what? I did not say nothing like that.
I mean, we trying to get you. We just trying to.
Can you do it with both hands? Can you do the shifting with both hands?
Well, no, I usually do the shifting with one hand.
Okay, that means so basically you get a sloppy and only use one hand. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. So like you know what I'm
like
saying?
doctors.
What?
That's
I thought we was grown. We not grown anymore.
Who got who got CK started? Who got CK started?
You said you wanted Dr. Stanko, so I'm just making conversation.
you did say that, Faith. Yes, you did.
It just became adult playground where now we talking about some advanced stuff with your advanced techniques. You already told us reverse cowgirl. We just trying to wait to hear some more stuff that you do, you know what I'm saying, when you do your advanced techniques. So I got to ask.
You still did not tell us anything about Dr. Spanko.
What Dr. Spanko wants to know, spit or swallow.
What?
Dr. Spanko wants to know, spit or swallow.
I'll never tell.
I'm not gonna tell what I do.
Are we shy now?
And why does it have to be either one? Why can't it be both?
So what, you swallowing and throwing it back up?
I'm enjoying. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Okay, so that means you must deep throat it till you gotta regurgitate, and then you just throw up on the thing. That sounds sexy.
Maybe she regurgitate and share it with the man she with.
Nah, that's
sometimes she swallows, and sometimes she uses the shift.
Okay.
She uses the shifting name.
Maybe
so you get the hand job, or you get the swallow. Either one. It depends on how she feels.
We can share. Give it back to you.
Oh, that's how y'all ladies get down.
Y'all keep it all to myself. So just bring it back up and share it with you.
So let me get this straight. He busts in your mouth. You keep it in there, and then you kiss him with it.
I was saying that's an option for some people. I'll never tell, but I know nobody would be that selfish, and they would want to share it with the person they're with.
Coach Marley, we got you here. We wondering what you do.
Well, hold on a second. So you brothers are telling me that you don't like that?
That's not a part of
who don't like what?
When the woman shares, back with you, when you nut in her mouth and she keeps it in her mouth, and then she goes back and she shares it with you.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not part of my get down. That's not a part of my get down at all.
But it's yours.
Yeah, it's
yours. Once you get it, that belongs to you.
Right. That's why there is no spitting. It should be just swallow it.
I think you should share, but I'm just.
Well, Coach Molly, do you share?
I'm not just. I'll never tell. I'm pleading. I'm just coming
up. Hold on a second now. When a man is down there and we're squirting all up in y'all mouth, and then you want to come back up and share it with us, how come we can't share it with you?
Exactly.
When I'm done with you down there, it ain't. We don't. There's no need for kissing. You done.
Well, first of all, we swallow, and then there's limits. Just like some women might not like anal, and some men.
Wait a minute. Wait. CK, you swallow?
Say what again?
You swallow?
I swallow. Yeah, I don't believe in spitting. Spitting is a good waste of some good juice. Now, I will admit sometimes I do slobber to get it extra wet, but there's no need to spit and waste it on sheets and stuff when you can put it on another part of the body to make sure that when you hit it from the back, it's extra juicy. So you hear that squish sound. Cat got your tongue. Yeah, cat got your tongue. Yeah, sometimes you can when you're eating the clit. Because me with my get down, I guarantee come on command where I can make a woman come in a minute or less. And what helps me is, while I got my lips on the clit, I'm not swallowing, I'm slobbering it out so that when she busts about 2 or 3 times and it's time to turn her over and I'm ready to, push that thing on in there, it's already wet. there's no need to, go back down there because she's already ready to get pounded out.
Okay, now this is something I've always wanted to know. Is there such a thing as too wet? You go first, Chef Disaster. Is there such a thing as too wet?
No, never that. I like it wet. I like it all the way wet. I like it so wet it's dripping wet. Like you feel it drip down your balls and down your leg and all that. Yeah, I like all that.
Damn. Okay. CK.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Chef Disaster. You know what I'm saying? The wetter, the better. Especially if she's tight.
Yeah, you can feel it like the little driplets of juice just splashing around while you making that thing squish. You know what I'm saying? You hear it, you feel it too. Like somebody down there with a little water gun just spraying your shit with like warm water.
Right, super soaker pussy.
Hell yeah.
I would get exactly twerking to hear, but okay.
I don't know, but it's an interesting conversation.
What else you want to know about? Do you have a super soaker pussy, Faith?
What?
What? Do you have a super soaker pussy, Faith?
I bet she do. I can already tell.
Really, you can tell by how a woman walks if she, you know what I'm saying, if she got that wet.
Nah, not even
y'all
that.
Y'all ain't never seen me. You ain't never seen me walk though.
Yo, CK, her confidence.
Right. Sometimes you can even tell by.
Yeah, a woman with a pussy issue, like it might smell or something, or she might don't think she can work with it or it's loose. Her confidence gonna be different when it comes to the sexual conversation. See how Faith good, and that Kojak lady down there, she good too.
Yeah, especially the comment section with those pictures.
I can't talk that much about sex because my husband don't like me to talk sex on the little thing. I can talk about everything else but the sex part. He don't like that.
Where your husband at, Koja? Is he listening?
He driving. He trying to get home. He driving.
He gonna get home to you. He probably listened to this panel like, wait till I get home.
I don't think he know what I be listening to. But,
man.
Because I told him I wouldn't contribute, so that's why I'm kind of quiet back here.
Don't worry, we'll give you back to your husband. Ain't nobody trying to break up your, you know what I'm saying, a happy home. But just like what Sniper saying, you know what I'm saying, based off of Faith's community tab, she got that wet.
And see how well I take direction from a man and they say we don't listen.
All right, well, I want to welcome to the panel Aries 504. He been down there in the chat room talking all types of manners of shit. What's up, Aries?
How you doing, baby? How you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
Doing well.
All right, so what you got to say on this topic, whether it be about the twerking or what we're talking about now?
What we're talking about now, ain't no such thing as too wet at all. All right? If a man complains that you're too wet, that means that he's slipping out. And if he's slipping out, he's too small.
Oh. So you mean to tell me that if a man is complaining about a woman being too wet, that means that he's too small?
Yeah, because I mean, what are the reason why would he be complaining about it? Because he's slipping out. If he's slipping out, you already know what that means.
Yo, 504. Sometimes niggas it make niggas come fast too though. You got to give that one too. Like wet pussy make you come real quick.
It does, but I mean, first of all, that would have been my issue. Secondly,
I'm saying that's not my issue neither. I'm saying I'm adding another.
You got a point. Nigga just got to know his stroke count. You got to come out there and know when to pull out.
Facts.
You know, you got to come out there sometimes, talk to the dick and be like,
you got to get out of it. Facts. You got to get off that thing.
You got to step out for a second. Just,
have
those intermissions.
Cause I done been caught off guard too. I done been caught off guard. Got up in that thing. That thing was super wet. I'm like, God damn! You should have told me. I ain't come with the A game.
Right. You got to come out and give yourself that pep talk.
Yeah, you can't be playing. Like, I can't play with this one.
Exactly.
She ain't gonna get out this bed and be second guessing. Did she get towed down or not? You gonna
Right.
know.
You think you need to throw your neck into it. Throw your back and your neck into it. You know what I'm saying? Because she came to play. But nah, Fee,
That was a good spin on it. Word.
most definitely.
Yo, salute to you too, though, bro.
Same here, brother.
So, 504, I did not see down there. Did I read something about you being a stripper?
Yeah, in college, I was about to do it my freshman year, and what I wish BMT didn't drop off because um what I noticed is that
BMT don't went to jack off. The conversation was a little bit too much for him.
yeah, it was getting hot and heavy. But no,
Yo,
it's
Faith,
like
you bad.
some I realized that some of those strippers that were doing all that shit, they were kind of bisexual, and I just didn't feel like being around that
That's
atmosphere.
what I heard. That a lot
Yeah,
of
I
them
heard that too.
bisexual or
Yeah,
gay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was another thing. I was like, I just got that feel, and once I got that feeling, I was like, nah, I don't even feel comfortable even being in that arena.
And I
What we
don't
talking
blame
about
you.
now? My bad. I had to take a sip of this Annie. What we talking about?
I just talking
No,
about
he was just saying that he was in that he was thinking about doing it, but he when he saw the what do you say, the homosexual strippers or the
yeah,
bisexual?
bisexual, yeah, the bisexual strippers. I just didn't feel like being around that kind of crowd.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because you know probably most of your clientele gonna be gay too. I mean, you gotta get your bag. That's the
Exactly,
same thing for the women. They got gay clientele too, so they can't say I'm not performing because she's gay. They got to get that bag. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna come across that a lot more
right.
than
So
women.
exactly. So it's one of those things where it's like, nah, it's not even worth it.
Hmm.
So what do you think about this whole twerking thing while you're up here? Because do you think that it has a lot to do with the young lady being a dark-skinned black woman, that a lot of people have a problem with what she did?
Of course, colorism always is going to be a factor in almost anything when you're talking about society reactions. The darker you are, the more you're going to be scrutinized. It's just that simple.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
mean, brown and black are frowned upon, not only in this country, worldwide, but especially in this country. So the darker you are, the harder it is as far as the road to go. So it doesn't surprise me.
I just know growing up in this small country town, we didn't have the white people went to their school and the black people went to their school. But you had a couple of friends that was in the middle. But for the most
Mhm.
part, the black girls was just screwing one person. The white girls was having orgies and everything, but somehow we were pegged as
Hmm.
Yeah,
everything.
that's
But
true. That is true. The white girls get down.
Yeah,
for
white
them to do
girls.
that and like
And they were screwing the whole football and basketball team, and they did not call them white girls hoes.
They were just having
but
good times.
whereas the one black girl, maybe she got pregnant, but she was just screwing one.
That's because she didn't swallow in high school. 'Cause, head was like taboo for
Yeah,
black
because back
culture
in the
for
day, you tell
That
somebody
is
hey,
true.
but and they
Yeah.
will fight you.
but
Now these
white
days,
girls. But even back in the day, white girls would I mean, I think that white girls would give head before they would even give you a kiss
Yep.
because it
Yes.
was more portion, it was more personal to kiss you versus sucking your dick. And I'm like, huh? All the white girls were swallowing. They never got pregnant because the kids always ended up in their stomach.
You know what, Koja? I think
uh-huh.
us black women, we've been doing it backwards.
But even
We
the
we,
Hispanic,
we, we should have been giving up the booty, like the anal. We should have just did anal sex and heads.
because that's what the Hispanics and the Haitian girls were doing. They was giving up
Mm,
ass and head, but they were still virgins.
yeah,
Yeah, that Catholicism.
yeah.
They,
We should have saved the actual for JJ for our husbands. Everybody else should have got anal.
I
yeah,
can see that.
yeah, the
They
anal part.
strong, more power to them. They gone.
Yeah, I
That's some
was gonna
strong
say something with
girls.
the
That's some
anal.
strong girls.
You know, Those white girls ain't got much to deal with if they dealing with anal, but y'all gotta deal
But
with
they
us.
would do things like have sex with brothers, do menage a trois or whatever with brothers, and nothing be said. And the black girl had sex with one old boyfriend she had been going with since the 8th grade or the 6th grade, and she the hoe. And even
That's
today,
Right.
with the girls gone wild and all that stuff, we ain't really had no videos with sisters gone wild
Tell
like
the
that.
Scott, I believe you need to come on up to the click the link, please.
That was
come
on
on, Taylor,
national
come up here and give
television.
us those whole stories.
These Catholic Chronicles.
The only thing black girls had was BET Uncut, and we was the biggest hoes for whatever.
BET Uncut.
Yeah.
What that thing smell
I'm
like,
saying,
Yeah.
Lord?
when they had girls gone wild and all they had was BET Uncut. That was it, and we was the worst thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
BMT Uncut. Changed my
I
life.
tell you what, when I went to college and I stayed on living quarters, they would party every day of the week, every day. And I'm talking about one white girl would sleep with every guy in the living quarters.
Might be a child of God, but the Lord told you to levitate and elevate yourself up to this panel, then.
And that girl probably married to a senator now.
Facts.
But that's the
Probably
point that I
married
was
to
making
what?
earlier. Those women that were popping their vagina at the Trump rallies, those white women, nobody had nothing to say about it. Nothing.
Like even the black women, like Superhead. Superhead, I don't think ever been married. But look at all these porn stars that be married. And some of them marry rich men and all kinds of stuff. But black women, we can't do that.
But
Yo,
look at Kim Kardashian.
Yep.
She sat up here and did a whole sex tape
Yep.
and got rich.
What black girl could look at little Jamie from Family Matters. She can't
yeah.
she couldn't do that.
Yeah, Jenna Jameson went to my college and she started just making regular videos. And now she was a big porno star. She started right at my college.
She's never gonna be married to a black man. I don't think. She might get married to a white man because they marry porn stars, but black women can't. Nope, we can't unless she marry a white man. They don't
I'm
really
sure she
accept
got one already. Good.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But why is it that black men demand hoes, but then they turn around and act like they don't approve of whole like behavior?
I don't know who don't approve. I don't speak that. I approve.
What do you mean by whole life behavior?
I don't think they disapprove of hoes. They just don't want Daytown to know she a hoe. Now, if she a hoe from another area and don't nobody know she a hoe, it's probably acceptable. But if other people know she a hoe, then it ain't acceptable. He just got to get the hoe from another town or another few states. So don't nobody know how hoe she is.
As long as she ain't hoeing on me, she good.
Or maybe they just want a lady in the streets and a hoe in the bed.
Well, that's the thing. I think that the best combination is to get you a woman with low numbers, but with a complete nasty side, versus the chick that screwed everybody, but still got a lot of hangups. If that makes sense.
I
Wait,
ain't
say
even
that
asking
again.
about her. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I said. I mean, I prefer that chick that just have a complete nasty side versus a chick with a wild, all these multiple partners. No, I just need a chick with a nasty side. That's all.
So you don't want her to have multiple partners, but you want her to be nasty.
I mean, it's not even that. As long as if she has those multiple partners, her sex skills just better be up. You can't be basic and have a high number. It's like, wait, what? If that makes sense.
Okay, all right. I kind of get what you're saying because what I'm looking at is if she got a low count, then that means she hasn't had much practice.
Right, but if you got all these experiences, you better be talented.
I just need to know what is a low count because I had a friend and back in the 99s, 98s, 97s, she was at 200 and she was in the military at that time. It was a few women throwing it out too,
200.
but most
God damn.
this was in the
So
90s.
yeah, so obviously
Yeah,
due to her reaction,
yeah, that's exactly
that's
why I don't ask. I don't want nobody asking me.
But this was in the 90s, so she was in the military and everything. And so she was in the military. It was in the 90s. So I know it's probably double that. Now it was some women throwing in that too, it wasn't just me. But she married to a whole good dude, and he a black man. She fight, but I don't think a black man would have accepted a black woman with a 200 body count in the 90s. And I've just said body count because that's how they refer to it.
right.
I think she's happy and she could do what she want to do, but I just don't think a black man would have accepted a black woman knowing that. And this one actually knew all of that.
Mm.
I think women lie about their body count anyway, so it ain't gonna
No,
matter.
she's pretty upfront. She's pretty upfront. She pretty much don't lie. So she's very upfront with, like I say, in the 90s. And that's when I was about, 20, maybe back then, 20, 21.
Wow.
And she was about 20, 21. Now we are 46 and 45. So he knows about it. But I don't think he would have accepted that from a black woman.
But there's a
What
lot
do
of
you think?
things that people don't accept from black women that they don't have a problem accepting for women of other races. Because women of other races can also be fat and out of shape, and they can come over here, and black men don't have a problem with it. But they want us to be perfect.
That shit is baffling. But no, you have to also realize that what kind of black men are those white girls getting? Because when I go and drive through the nation, especially in the South, I'll stop at Walmart or somewhere at a gas station, and that fat white woman has the scrawniest, crackhead-looking black guy on her arm.
Uh-huh.
It's not no. I mean, it's the epitome of low totem black guy. So it's not like, she's picking like the creme de la creme of the black community.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just remembering the Walmart. It was this black guy with this Mexican girl, and she was in the plant section. And I do happen to like plants. I'm the weird black girl that like plants. And he was looking like, what the fuck I'm doing over here? I was like, see, that's what you got. Well, you guys, if you had a black woman, you wouldn't have been in the damn plant section. But her Mexican man be in the garden, and you is her Mexican man now, so you got to get your ass out there in the garden. That's all I was thinking.
I heard that.
Well, let me go ahead and welcome two more people to the panel. We have Taylor Scott and Bro Speak. How you both doing? What's up, Taylor?
Hey,
Salute Taylor, salute Bro Speaks.
hey,
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, how you doing?
All right. Well, we're going to start off with Taylor. I think Taylor came in first. Sister, you had some stories that you want to tell us. I saw down in the comment section.
man. These white girls be getting it in. Like I don't know what these people on YouTube be talking about when they act like white women are just the beacon of femininity and all that is holy, when it's totally not true. Like my college roommate, right? She was a white girl. When I tell you that girl was juggling dick like clowns at a circus,
At the same
I
time.
mean, back to back to back to back. Now she's married. She's a born again Christian. She has a kid. We don't even talk about it no more. She called herself trying to chastise me the other day, and I'm just like, okay, you forget that I know everything about you, girl. So let's not go there. But yeah, wow, very much wow. I just feel like on here, like they'll accept piss poor behavior as long as it's coming from someone who is non-black, in my opinion. Like it's okay for you to be a whore. It's okay for you to be a porn star. There's no such thing as a wall. You know, you could be a white single mother and, you know, your options be of abundance. So there's just a lot of hypocrisy that goes on.
I agree.
You're kind of like the thing, actually go back to the twerking when the white girls twerk, it's not a big deal, no matter where they do it or whatever, but or dance sexy or whatever. But when the black girl do it, it's to the 10th degree. It's kind of that
But,
same dynamic.
but that's y'all fault though,
How's our fault?
because y'all got those things called assets, and because really, first of all, a white woman quote unquote dancing sexy is an oxymoron. All right,
They version.
you know they could be as soldier, they could try to be as sexy as possible. Only thing I see is skin and bone. It
Wait,
doesn't even
somebody need to mute up or something.
Yeah, there's an echo.
I'm muted already.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so thank you. But y'all sisters, y'all know y'all got curves, and plus whenever y'all do what y'all do out in society, again, other cultures are envious, and because they can't be y'all, they hate on y'all. It's just that simple.
I can see that. But now I want to go ahead and move over to Bro Speak. What's up, brother?
Nothing much. I'm listening to the conversation. I'm like, wow. I guess it's confession time over here.
Okay. Well, what you come up here to confess, Bro Speak? Because you came up here to confess something.
Oh no. I just tell them I'm the foreplay king. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. That's my claim. Foreplay king. I give
Okay.
them way before. That way I don't have to put in much work.
Okay. So break it down to us. Like when you're doing the foreplay, exactly. Because see, I know a little something about foreplay, but where exactly do you start off with the foreplay?
Let's see, the neck, the ears, behind the neck, the nips. I just be looking everywhere, pretty much. Just wherever that sensitive spot is. If I find it, I just attack it. So you just be begging for me to put it in, and that's even before going downtown. That's even before going downtown. So, shoot. But that's out of necessity then more of because, like I say, not the biggest. So I got to do other stuff. So that's
But do you suck the toes?
if you got nice looking feet, yes. You don't, no.
Okay. All right. All right.
No, but on the thing about the white women, about them, eh, yeah, as far as most of white society, they try to protect the white women image, but behind closed doors, yeah, they call them hoes and sluts too. So don't get it twisted. Don't think that they not getting the business. They just don't get it out in the public like black women do.
Yeah.
No, they just don't make fun of their own kind. They actually promote it. You know what I'm saying? Look at the trailer trash. What's that? The one that passed away before she passed away with that when she got the money from the white oil man, and they had her all on front screen.
Oh,
Forget it.
Anna
I'll go back
Nicole,
to
Smith. Anna Nicole Smith.
Anna Nicole. Hot mess out there.
Yeah, but
And
she
had the
was
white girls loving her.
But she was a stroke.
She was a
and
soldier.
What's her name? The one that was singing to the president.
Oh,
Marilyn
Marilyn
Monroe.
Monroe.
Yeah.
Really?
Promote that behavior.
Yeah, but that was after the fact. After she died, that's when they really gave her that popularity. During
Anna
that time,
Nicole.
nah, she wasn't ranked like that.
Mm-mm.
Anna
Well, Pooh
Nicole, whatever
is.
money she got, she earned. Cause did y'all see that man?
Yeah, that man
Did
was
y'all
decrepit.
you
She
ever
ain't get no
seen
Yeah.
money.
that movie
Decrepit.
called
Her daughter
Doom way
did.
back in the day? That's
He
what
was.
he looked like. Them people off of that movie Doom back in the day. She
Oh
earned that.
yeah.
She earned
Yeah,
Yeah, he
every
white.
I can
yeah,
see
she
how
took
she
out
had to
the
get
whole
had.
thing.
She had to get
Ain't
had to deal with
no,
him.
ain't no amount of money in the world for that. I'm sorry.
Her family was
She
straight
she earned it.
white trash to the littlest term. They loved that white woman,
Mm.
and
But
she was
they
not hiding anything.
but they can come from the trailer park and don't nobody writing about oh she came from the trailer park. She was the get I ain't gonna say she came from the trailer park, but she can come from modest beginnings, white people version of the projects or the trailer parks, and nothing be done said about that. But the black girl that didn't come from, the Jack and Jill school with the middle income existence is nothing. They always say, "Oh, they ghetto, they ghetto, they ghetto." That lady
Hmm.
came and she came up. I mean, she
Mm.
still died like that, but some
Even
reason we have a
even with
way
even
of.
some of these shows that they promote, like Teen Mom, with them white women acting a damn fool, they didn't shame you for getting pregnant at 16. They made a show about it, and then they're
Teen
rich.
Mom, and even
What's the
as
other
adults,
guy?
Yeah.
they still acting a
That
fool.
other reality show, with the rock and roll guy and his family.
Oh,
Um,
shoot, the Osbournes. You talking about?
He Yeah, he was admitting to doing all types of drugs on live on TV. They gave him another season. When Bobby Brown did it, they got rid of him.
Listen,
You know what I'm
when
saying?
Sarah,
They do
listen,
pick on black people. They do. They
when
just do. It's a difference.
when Sarah Palin's daughter got
Oh yeah.
pregnant, if Sarah Palin was Sarah Johnson, it wouldn't even been that question. No, fuck no. I mean, that proved to me that white folks get a pass, especially white women, that black women
Hmm.
don't. It's just that simple.
And what about when Joe Biden's
Right,
son
bro.
got that white girl pregnant and he was in child support court?
It's just what it
Hmm.
is. You know what I'm saying? It's just facts.
did
You
they
know,
catch
no.
up with him? Because I heard he was ducking and dodging.
Hunter
I
brought
don't
him
know.
back.
They never really came back and reported on it.
They
Yeah,
could
yeah.
never serve him was the last thing I read about it because he would not come and sit for the DNA test, and they could never serve him to get him to compare him to come forward. Because as long as you don't get served, ain't nothing they can do.
Yeah,
Right.
because he got money. You can duck
Right.
all
They can
that.
make that shit go away. But as far as the white
Facts. That's
women,
like facts, bro. Facts.
but nah, I
Shit,
mean
when you
that's it.
got money, you can duck everything. Shit,
Right. But
no,
the comment about
nobody can.
the comment about the white women all day, I can't say is this. I'm thinking about the sex clubs that I used to be a member of, the swingers clubs. Those
Hmm.
white men, they look at their white wives as kind of like sex toys, almost in a way, because
Yes, they do.
black women are not expected to be swingers. But a lot of those white guys marry those crazy ass white girls who had that crazy ass past, and they might play the image of being perfect housewife or whatnot, but they go into swingers clubs
Hmm.
and
Yes,
they go into those swingers clubs and screwing every black guy in the fucking
E-
building, and
everybody,
the white
everybody get a
guy is
turn.
In
turned
front of their
on
husband.
in front of their husbands, and their husbands aren't into it. I live in New
But the
Orleans.
thing about it is,
And the
white men
recording.
also use their wives to form business transactions
Oh
as
yeah,
well. So
poker
that's where the whole
games.
swinging thing originated.
Yeah, I mean they're just cattle,
Yeah, see,
So
you know, that's what I'm saying. They protect their image outside, but in the dark, they ain't. They're looking at them as the same as you say. They look at child up in public. They look at them in the dark. They looking at them as hoes and sluts
right, that
to
white
be
man.
used
Exactly.
for their vagina. That's just what it is. So
It is
I get it. Why y'all feel that y'all getting picked on in the public? I get it, but trust me, those white women are getting the business in the back, and and here's the thing: they got to put up with a lot more than y'all do with black men. A lot more.
Can you
If you want
elaborate?
to talk about the down low, y'all talk about brothers down low. Who you think originated that down low shit? Those were white men.
Those
it is
They,
those
a
Romans,
white man right
those
to
Romans,
fuck his wife, his
those
daughter,
boy
his
numbers.
dog, his
it's
baby.
accepted. I mean, shoot, you. eh, I went to a sex club and the white woman is sucking off the black dude. Meanwhile, I'm looking at her husband. He's sucking off a tranny over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of
So
their
I'm
culture.
telling you that down low stuff, y'all think y'all got it bad? No, the white women got it worse. Then let's not even talk about the pegging.
Oh my God.
I've seen that too. I've seen so much shit that I tell y'all. That's why when people talk about divesting, man, you better be careful with who you picking
Aries,
out
how
there.
the hell you seen all this stuff?
No, I mean you see things when you go to these clubs and you're like, wait, what?
Hmm.
Because
What are you doing in these clubs?
I want to know what club you were part of.
Come on, Fake. What do you think he doing?
to be honest with you, I thought I was wild. I thought that I was like, free man, please. I am conservative compared to what I saw.
Yeah,
Because
you learned the hard way, Aries.
I
You
mean,
learned the hard way. You ain't know
and I
you
ain't nothing.
compared to these people out there.
Nah,
Shoot,
because I mean, like
we church angels.
you go up there, and it's funny because the black women that do go to those clubs are just there to watch because they're curious. I get it, but those white women are knee deep in dick. And my thing is this: I never did. Something about me, I could not entertain a woman who is trying to give me head in front of her husband because I'm like, if I pull my shit out, your husband is going to get jealous. And I don't want to have to fight no dude with pants all the way down to my ankles. It's an awkward look.
They ain't jealous.
He's going to get jealous.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna put it to you this way: they jealous, but they ain't jealous because
Or that too. Because some of
yeah,
them want to be in her position.
it's a whole different type of jealousy there.
Right. That part
Oh,
too.
Lord.
The guy was telling me that his brother literally divorced his black wife because she wasn't a swinger, and he married a white girl who swings, and he offered her to whoever, and they go on those things where but she's white, but he left his black wife because she wasn't down with that, but yet somehow we're portrayed as the loose
Whore.
whores.
I don't
Yeah,
get that.
yeah.
Hey,
I think we're conservative compared to white women.
Y'all way more conservative,
Yeah.
and it's also like I said, it's to protect the image, so these
Right.
white women don't feel so bad
Because white
because
women are making videos and this, that, and the other. Like I said, we portray an image that they actually live.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole narrative that's going around Black YouTube, particularly in the manosphere, that white women are better as far as being
Man,
wives and being mothers and
A
all
lie.
of this other stuff.
that is the epitome of stupidity. The dumbest shit
it's
yeah,
in the world.
bullshit. It's straight
Complete.
up bullshit.
And that's why, I mean, I'm new to YouTube, but I'm not in those circles and I don't even try to be on that platform. I don't even try to listen to those channels 'cause if I do, or snap off on any nigga that says that stupid shit. Black women are better mothers. Y'all are stronger women. And y'all obviously are sexier. Y'all put up with the double negative of being black and being a woman in this country. It's just all the way around y'all better. And I mean, I'm not racist because I treat people as they are, but generally, man, I love y'all. Fuck that.
yeah. I think they can use some improvement on role playing though. You gotta get that role playing up.
This just don't
Chef,
come.
Chef says some role playing.
Just don't
Yeah.
come
Let me
to
get
the.
some French maids. Y'all gotta
Man,
get
just
better
don't
at
come
that,
to the
man.
damn bedroom with that damn bonnet on, baby.
Yeah. You
And
gotta get better at that,
Wait,
man.
wait,
that
wait,
The
hold
bonnet.
on
white
a
girls
second. Why,
got you on that.
why are you hating on the bonnet? Hold
The
on a
thing
second.
is, let me
Oh,
tell you something about the
I'm not
bonnet.
hating on the bonnet.
No, I'm hating on the bonnet because y'all
Oh,
cover
that's
y'all
him. Yeah.
ears. Y'all cover your ears and y'all start looking like aliens. Just show your ears so that I know that you're human. That's all I'm asking.
Why?
Nah,
I take a little bonnet cutty every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that. I know how important the hair is in the
Now, black
shower. You
women
know what I'm saying?
we got
y'all
to
get
get it
back.
by the bonnet, but how about these men with these wrap caps they wear these days to bed?
The
I don't
do
know.
rag.
I don't know.
Yes, yes, the
I don't know.
do
I don't know what you speak of there.
A do rag.
Mm-mm.
rag.
I'm
That's
Wrap
saying
cap.
no to that
It's a
one.
wrap cap.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap out that one.
that's the male bonnet.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, the do rag was the first bonnet.
Yep.
Points. You got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think that black people, we do need to start treating each other better. We need to start being each other's friend, because a lot of us are running around here sounding like white supremacists in blackface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Faith.
And
Absolutely.
you know, when I saw that young lady twerking, when CK sent me the video, the first thing I said was, "Watch all these black people come out and start condemning this girl."
And lo and behold,
Of course, it
Uh huh.
is what it is. You know, we crucify each other a lot over over that twerking thing. If that was a white woman did, I would throw up because that's the last thing I want to see is some skinny white chick with no ass twerking. That's an insult and
Thank
it's
you, bro.
disgusting.
That's why I said we had to watch Miley Cyrus do that shit. I was so
Oh,
mad at the. I was mad
I
at the
don't
twerk
remember.
dance.
I don't
that
remember
was
a bunch
so
of
nasty.
backlash
I couldn't
when
even
my
watch that shit. That was nasty.
What'd you say, lady?
That was
I
so
said,
nasty.
I said I don't remember a bunch of backlash when Miley Cyrus did that, twerked and everything, looking a hot mess on stage. She
Well,
was a black woman.
black people gave her the business.
I think we so concerned about they don't put these stereotypes out about black people that we just this and that. So we so concerned about not proving that stereotype right, so we overreact on things at other black people because like you're perpetuating that image, and we keep trying to jump through these hoops that we're never going to jump through. We're never going to be enough to prove ourselves enough for white people. And when we see a black person that may veer off, giving them a little bit of an inch to say that's true about us, then we go and we just jump on them and clobber them and like, oh girl, you can't do this. You represent for the whole race and da 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 da. And we should stop trying to seek an approval from them that we're never gonna get.
Amen,
Exactly.
coaches. Amen.
I agree with that. Also, too, if if these individuals feel that strongly about horror and thought culture, then stop sleeping with these type of women because I can't stand these hypocritical dudes on here that be wanting to shame women for being having I guess multiple sexual partners, but yet they're still sleeping with these women. So if you feel
Hmm.
that strongly about it, leave them alone altogether.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't even think the number should be X because if you're 45 and you just slept with one dude a year since the age of 20, that's an unacceptable number to a lot of people. And I
Don't
just
ask
think you shouldn't even ask.
Right.
Yeah,
And
Yeah. Don't even ask me.
that's only about 20 people.
to some people, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Don't
that's
make
an
me lie to you.
unacceptable body count. That
if
what
you
they
Cause
see
I'm
call
a
a
just.
body
I
somebody
don't
count.
know how many.
people people need to mind their damn business. What you've done before somebody else is really irrelevant. So don't
Yeah.
ask yourself.
But
I I always look at it. If you ain't got an STD, it, then hey, whatever you did with the guys that you did it with, that's between you and them. That's nothing that have to do with me. I'm not gonna ask. All I'm gonna ask about your sexual history is, do you have STDs? That's it. That's all I'm gonna ask you.
I guess.
Yeah, bro. Word.
Okay. Well, I mean, I
And
appreciate y'all.
ladies, don't volunteer it either, because I've had some women that I tried to date want to volunteer their sexual history.
Oh
Well,
Lord.
Like,
Yeah, I
y'all.
don't
like,
even care if they ask me to take a test. I'll take a test. I don't even
So
care.
so what you're
Um.
saying is that men don't want to know, or it's
I,
better that we don't tell them?
yeah, I think that I'm gonna be in a minority with this. I think that I do want to know because I want to know what that woman's limitations are. Because if my limitations are less than hers, we might not be compatible sexually.
so you're saying don't ask, don't tell what you do, what you don't do, and what you're open to doing. And
Correct.
that's the extent of the conversation.
I mean, and again, it fluctuates because some guys can handle receiving that information, some guys can't. Also, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about the person or the man in that case receiving that information. I think that if you're a man, if you ask it, you better be ready to handle it. That's all I say.
right.
Mm.
And most can. I can admit that also. Most can. Because of our egos. I think that a woman's heart and a man's ego are the same thing. They're equally fragile. And receiving that information, if you can't handle it, don't ask it because for a lot of men, it will fuck their heads up. Especially if you start really getting into it with that woman and get involved. Yeah.
See, we need to address these cliches. Honesty is not always the best policy. Omission is. Don't ask, don't tell.
Okay. You sound like, what is that, Bill Clinton with the
Don't
military?
ask, don't tell. Yes. So, and then grown people start having these conversations. Hey, man, don't be asking that lady all them questions. Lady, don't ask that man all them questions. You might not want to know the truth. You can't handle it. And move
Can't handle the
forward.
truth.
And move
Not
forward.
Cause I might tell you a hundred something. I don't even know. I don't think you're gonna look at me the same way after that. I ain't gonna be so wholesome.
Yeah. And also, I think that I got a theory. I think that, how can I put it? There's no such there's no way a relationship is going to work if the woman is nastier or freakier than the man. I think that um, every relationship I've seen where that has been the case, the woman has gotten unsatisfied, unhappy, and then it spilled over to other aspects of the relationship, and things just started falling apart.
mm,
So
I think that we mess up when we put a lot of emphasis on sex. Personally, I think that if everybody was virgins when they got married, nobody would know what was better or what was good or anything, because the only thing that would be good or better is the person that they had the first experience with.
true, very
yeah.
true.
You're right,
But
Faith.
nobody wants to be a virgin. That's the problem.
Well, I would think that for me, I think for men, it's looked down upon to be a virgin as opposed to a woman, because even it when two people who haven't had sex before, it's expected for the man to be in control of the sex. So him being a virgin is usually looked down upon, that I've seen, by women. So that's just what
I
I've
don't know
seen.
about that. I don't know about that one. Cause I know virgin men get a lot of attention from women, bro. Word up. Like I'm not talking about the sexual attention, like, oh, I want to fuck them, but for me to get a woman to sit down and conversate with me and want to know about me, I already won. And virgin men, they attract that kind of mood from a woman because she's like, he's not thinking about sex. Let me go play with him, and then they'll go, talk nasty around him, knowing that
But see,
he go ahead.
I never met a man that has entered into manhood as a virgin. In high school, I knew
Yeah,
a couple of virgins, but after high school, no.
I have. Word up. I ain't even gonna front.
Well,
Yeah,
My
that
well,
was me
grandmother.
too.
I'm from a small town, so we tend to follow each other. And like the guy in high school that nobody messed with, his parents was Jehovah Witness, and he probably was a virgin when he got married. But as time went on, and he became an adult, and then he married at a young age. And he ended up being a whole after he got married, because I guess he got the money to be able to buy his own clothes, get away from that Jehovah Witness. And even though he was that initially, young women sought him out. I don't know, I ain't gonna say the women sought him out. However, he ended up being a whole after that, because I guess you live life in reverse. Either you get your experiences when you're young, and if you don't get those sexual experiences when you're young and able to venture out and do other things, that curiosity is there, and then you get it when you're older. Unfortunately, sometimes you have a wife and kids, but that's what I observed. The men who were maybe not as cute or popular or fine back then, if they get older and they still look decent and whatever, they tend to get a lot more attention and become them hoes that they didn't used to be.
Yeah, yeah. Now these women, they want to be aggressive too. They like, yo, man, I fucked that nigga. Like, pardon my language, but the women are saying that like about the men now. Like, yeah, I fucked that nigga. First night, shorty. Like, it's switching. Like, it's different now.
Yeah.
So
I worked in a corrections, and anytime you got men and women working together, it's gonna be some shit. But it had a high turnover rate with employees, and as soon as a new class will come in, women and men,
Mm.
it will be the women trying to get the men and the men trying to get the women in the new class. And then we had the lesbian, and the men was mad about, we can't get no pussy because this bitch over here getting all the pussy.
Oh yeah, I had to deal with that.
uh-huh.
But it was on
I
both
was
sides.
I'm in corrections too, so yeah, I know those stories. Man, I remember we had a sergeant, and this is what turned me off to dealing with coworkers, even dating or anything with coworkers. I tell you, these my one of my sergeants and a roommate of mine. I mean, they just went over. Oh yeah, she's messing with inmates and the warden and the lieutenant, all them. And it's like, oh my! I'm like, what the hell is this? What is this? A sex orgy up in this bitch? I was like, no, I ain't messing with no employee. Don't care
And they
how.
used to have them too. Because after work, the officers, I was a nurse, but after work, the officers would get together, hang out, drink, whatever, especially when you're in a small town. And they tend to put a lot of prisons in small towns because the real estate cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's away from a lot the population. So yeah, that happened a lot. Um,
Wait, but okay, so Coach Malik, you from Florida.
mhm.
Uh Aries, where are you from?
From New Orleans.
Wow, so it go down in the South, huh?
Yeah,
Just clear my throat, but
Southern
I'm not saying
hospitality.
anything.
Southern hospitality.
Yeah, because I'm from Chicago, and we have to be like on the low with our stuff.
Man, Chicago women get it in though. I went to school with a
No,
lot.
not like that.
Man,
No, 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 no.
Chicago women are
We some
dangerous.
cons we some conservative folks over there. I'm telling you.
But the older women, man, coming up, they would come after us young boys, man. Like me and my crew, we was getting it in with the older women. The older women like to be with a man that she think ain't had a lot of women. So that's how you gonna figure it out. That's how you gonna figure it out right there. Like if she rock with young niggas, that's why he ain't been around a lot of women. I was just finishing off what I was saying. I know you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? But you know
Nah,
how
but
you
Bro,
to
hold on to.
but to the point I was making, like Chicago, I'm just gonna tell you how it go. We do our little dirt too, but we can't do our dirt where everybody know the dirt. The whole download, the method of the download, that came from Chicago. That came from R. Kelly, who is from Chicago. And then that download stuff is real over there. Like
Mm.
if somebody know your business, you will die. Just- they will kill you over
Yeah.
yeah, one only thing they're gonna do is fight over here for the most part. They might
Wait, what
fight.
they killing you for?
there because bitches get snitches. I mean, sorry, snitches get stitches. That the whole snitches get stitches. That came from the East Coast, and that
So
was
what
on
that got to do with
everything.
freaking though?
But
What that
even
got to
with
do with getting
that,
the freak on?
that went for everything. Even with getting the freak on, you couldn't tell because you had people
Um,
that were in relationships, people that were married, all types of stuff. So if you was going around talking too much and if you let the business out, oh yeah, it was gonna be some problems. That's the reason why you had all that shooting up at the nightclubs and all that type of stuff. Yeah, it's serious in Chicago.
Bro,
I
speak.
still think they get it in though. I don't know about them not getting it in.
Bro, speak.
Yeah.
Well, it's the funniest thing to me because as a woman working in a prison, they be like, "Oh, you know, niggas gonna jack off. That's what you know. You work here, get used to it. Da 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 da. Get used to it. You're a female in here. Get used to niggas jacking off." The funniest thing was when the male officer and the inmate was jacking off at him. And it's like, "Oh, get used to it. Get used to that shit. You're working in the male facility. Get used to it."
I
Because
can't
that's what
Wow.
they
do
did.
Oh
So that
Lord.
was like that.
it.
Come back. But yeah.
I can't do. No. Mm-mm.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
I've
never
had
forget
dudes who, well, they jacked off, but they wasn't jacking off on me. I just walked up on it. Like, I'm like, could you put that away? God damn it. Oh, I'm sorry, boss man. I didn't know. I'm like, okay. Oh,
I just remember
you thought it was I was the girl. I know.
my first DR I wrote, Mr. Lee. The man almost got his ear sliced off a couple of years later stalking the pump. And I was like, "Oh, I know you did." Like, "No, Nurse Willie, you don't understand. See, it ain't like you think it is. That's my money over there." He was literally stalking him. And I know he probably out now. I have to look it up, but I know he gonna kill up a lot of women
Oh my
because
god.
he had a mean swagger. And you know, he don't look like that. He's that GL, look hard, I'm a thug. And he probably gonna tell them women, "Oh, it's a nigga tried to take me out." He ain't gonna tell them, "I almost got my ear sliced off from stalking the pump."
Damn.
Wow.
Fuck.
Hey.
That's
Right.
nasty.
That's beyond nasty.
Yep. I have a one better than that. We had one. We had a officer that was going with one of the inmates, male officer. Now
Yep.
he got put on the news because our major at the time, he went and told that this officer was in a relationship with him. The major didn't ignored it, so he told his family. The family told the warden. Then it got to the news. So yeah, we went on the news for a bit, and the officer that was involved with him, they put him in jail. Yeah, I think he served like a couple of years in prison.
So
Mm.
with you and Koja working in the prison system, all of the I guess I don't know if these are rumors, but so these rumors are true, that they actually do be raping these guys in prison and all this other type of stuff, all these homosexual relationships.
Yep. I
Um,
mean,
I
like,
didn't see much of it because I was a nurse, so they didn't keep a lot to me because when they came to me, they wanted to impress me. And we had this one gay Hispanic guy. He looked like he was first like, I don't know why every time y'all come around this corner, y'all want to act like men. But as soon as we been in this corner, you want to holler at me. So I didn't see all of it because when they came to me, they wanted to be men. They wanted to present because, I guess they thought they had a chance.
yeah, they do. It does happen. I remember they have these relationships. I remember it was like my second week there, and we had to console this white guy. He was about to kill himself. The reason being because his boyfriend was getting out. He still had time. He still had time left. His boyfriend was getting out, and he was just hysterical. He didn't know what he was going to do. So we're trying to console him. Even we had to bring the guy to come in, to talk to him. So yeah, those rumors are true. They do have those relationships, and usually it be the ones you wouldn't even think.
Yeah, it is true. I seen it once. I ain't seen nothing nasty, but when I was in there, when I was in there for a little bit, I saw a guy cleaning another guy's room, like literally cleaning his room, and that let me know that they was a couple. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was cleaning his room from top to bottom, like, and you know,
Oh shit.
people told me that was his boyfriend. That's why he was cleaning the room and everything. So it definitely go on. It's a no. It's normal for the prisoners to accept it too. Like, ain't nobody in there protesting like, "Yo, move him." Like, not in a lot of the spaces. Like, some people might like talk shit and all that, but like sometimes the gay inmate be tougher than the straight inmates. You know what I'm saying? So you got to watch what you
Well,
say.
I've seen ones that when they know that these dudes are gay, yeah, they be trying to get out. They'll do anything. They'll even fight an officer try to get so they get moved to get away from them. So some do, some don't. You know. So it just
So
really depends on the inmate, really.
so
So I
ladies, what do
guess my
you
question is,
go
do
ahead?
you see more consensual couplings, or is it like more forced couplings? Like, is it more rape or is it more consensual?
We had this one guy who used to come to medical every night for his treatment, and we had an orderly. I didn't know if anything happened. I just knew this orderly wasn't as talkative when he was around and stuff. And I always kind of wondered, what was up. But that inmate ended up marrying a nurse, and the nurse quit before she got caught messing with him. And now they living happily ever after and got a baby and everything. But I always wondered because the dynamics was really off when it came to how he interacted with the medical staff when that inmate was around and when it wasn't. But I didn't know all the dynamics. But they did relate a lot of the stuff was consensual, but I don't know how consensual.
Sometimes you really don't know because they won't tell you, and you really just gotta watch them. So to answer that question, the ones that I know about, I really didn't know until after maybe they got separated, maybe they left. Then you find out, oh yeah, that was consensual, or this wasn't consensual. But at the time, no, you really can't tell because a lot of these inmates put up a big front.
So ladies, what are your wild escapades and stories? I'm scared. I don't. I'm thinking about this prison conversation, and I'm just wanted to
Just
No,
want to change the
yeah,
subject.
just wanted to move the
Yeah.
conversation along. What are y'all wild escapades and stories since we talked about my swinger experiences and whatnot? So
Oh, I don't know. I mean, Koja, you want to go first?
she done got
Ko-
quiet on us.
Koja, look, she done been up here with this echo all during the stream. Now all of a sudden,
She ran.
No, my phone had got caught up, but I'm just a quiet country girl. I ain't got no escapades.
Right.
She
Okay.
pleading the fifth.
Hey, she married. She got to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was a spot on question for the spit or swallow. That was an excellent question. I salute you, brother, for asking that.
oh,
Uh-huh.
CK.
That was
That was
Dr.
CK.
Spanko.
Oh,
Dr. Spanko asked that question.
yeah. He definitely pressed kind of hard on that one. I was shocked when he asked that.
Yeah, I was too. I thought Faith was gonna be like, "What?"
Exactly.
Wait a minute, Dr. Spanko, did he go to speak?
I think so.
No, I'm not
Well,
asleep. I'm just listening. Y'all was talking about prison, and I've never worked in a prison or been in one, so I was just kind of sitting back chilling.
well,
Right.
the women have their stories too because I worked in a female
Coach
prison.
Malik, you in this echo?
My room it's an old house.
You got to look at your applications on your computer or
I think I turned it.
mute your YouTube. Mute your YouTube or close it.
I'm gonna put my computer in the other room because it is closed, but maybe something bouncing off.
No, you got application open. Hello. Like on a mountain. Hello there, governor.
Oh, maybe I got 2 StreamYards open, so maybe that's it.
Oh,
Cola. Okay, go on.
Okay. But I've got some wild stories, but I'm not gonna put that out there because people like to clip, and next thing you know, they'll have my little story on a loop somewhere.
If you're scared, go to church. We all
I
grown
hope it
here.
crossed my loop one day.
Is it better now?
Oh, what's up, Miss Mahogany? I see you in the chat.
What's up, Mahogany?
Salute, MJ.
Mahogany got some stories. Mahogany, won't you go ahead and grab this link and come up here and tell us your little sensual story?
Oh shit,
Tell us a little something.
man, she about to come up
Mahogany.
here. She about to
Yeah,
come up here with
plus
that voice.
Mahogany, yeah, she military too.
Yeah, with that
Yeah,
voice.
she's military.
That voice wins everybody over.
Yeah, her voice remind me like a little chipmunk voice.
Yeah, she
Like,
was so sweet and whatnot. Still Miss Sweet and Innocent.
Word up.
Now Mahogany's a sweetheart though.
Yo, so what are you willing to tell us, Space? What are you willing to tell us? How about that?
Wait, hold on a second. Let me go ahead and introduce Miss Mahogany to the stream first. What's up, lady?
Right.
Hi everybody. I just I just woke up and I was like, oh my god, let me see who's on. How y'all doing?
What's up, Mahogany?
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing, Miss
I'm doing
Mahogany?
good. I'm doing good. All right, so what's going on? I literally just turned on the stream, so I'm not sure what you're talking about yet.
Well, first we were talking about the lady twerking on the Capitol. Okay, we pretty much, me and CK, we had it out about it because CK, he don't think that it was appropriate, and there's a consensus that there are some people that don't think that it was appropriate because there is basically a lot of people that don't like black women, particularly dark-skinned black women. Anything that we do is wrong. And basically we ended it with, that's freedom of speech. She can, express herself the way that she wants to. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, screen learning. I mean, Dr. Spanko or CK, or I don't know which one of his aliases came out, and he started talking about wet, wet pussy, and
Mm.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
It
it
just
took a
went left.
turn.
Well, I can give my quick opinion on that. I just heard about this.
He
The
put the
reason
sauce
that,
on it.
huh?
I said CK put the sauce on it.
Okay. And by the way, commendable K, I saw one of your videos, or you were live the other night. You're a bit of a
Yeah.
freak. But anyway, let's get back to this. I
It's no secret about adult playground, but go ahead.
normally I'm always defending, and I think Faith knows this. I'm always defending Black women. Da da da. I feel like we catch a hard rap, but in this situation, I do absolutely think it's inappropriate because we gotta, as Black people, we gotta realize that when the outside people, when they look at us, they see us as a group. So, and what does that imply? That's pretty much all we're good for. That's all we do. It feeds into that Jezebel stereotype, and so why do it there? It's just you can do it any way you want to. I do it all the time in my house. So, but I'm not going to take it to the Capitol building and know that I'm a representation of other Black women, and I just wouldn't do that. So I think it is inappropriate time and place. So I'm not against women having fun, like I'm not a prude, but on tabletops and restaurants and things like that, that's just ridiculous, in my opinion. I hope I'm not like the only one. How did you feel about it, Faith? Since you're a woman up here, and I see Coach Malia.
Well,
Uh-huh.
it seems like you're actually erring on the side of CK. You and CK are in
Oh,
agreement with this.
I
I'm totally on the other side of it because I feel like what one black woman does should not be the representative of all black women. Because when those white women were at the Trump rally and they were waving their pussies in the air and pretty
Mhm.
much just talking about grabbing by the baby the JJ, other white women were not running around going, "Oh my goodness, they're making all white women look bad" and all this type of stuff. But why is it that with black women, anytime one black woman does something that we don't approve of, we have to sit up here and say that she's the representative of all of us?
No, and I will say I don't think that it should be that way. Unfortunately, I feel like it is that way, but I don't think that it should be. That's what I mean. Yeah. It's not fair. And you're right.
Mm.
These white women out here doing all kinds of stuff. Like, it's funny to me when I hear the topic, it's like, oh, Black women this and Black women out here doing this all the time. But do y'all remember what was it? Good Girls Gone Wrong, or what was it?
Girls Gone Wild.
Girls that what was it?
Girls Gone Wild.
Girls Gone Wild. That started out with like college white girls, and now nobody really talks about that anymore. They just talk about us. And it's,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
yeah.
Well, it doesn't help that the guy who created that was charged with child pornography. So
Mm.
they definitely swept that under the rug quickly.
Did not know that.
No, I
Yep.
But we, like I said, the conversation really digressed from there to what's your that the worst, the baddest thing that everybody did. A couple of guys on here were strippers.
what?
Yeah,
Swallower spit.
but I will say this. Now I will disclose
Mm.
this. I did pose for Blacktail magazine when I was a teenager.
Thank you.
Where can I find that article at?
Faith is so fine. So okay, I'm not even surprised.
I need to know where to find that, Faith.
Thank you for
Man, that
diverging
shit is
divulging that information.
that shit is
I'm
buried
going to go
somewhere.
find this right now.
Yeah.
You know
Word,
what, y'all?
word.
Yeah,
That'll do
okay.
perfect right now.
I'm thinking about doing the OnlyFans, but I'm not going to do what people think I'm going to do in there. But I like I'm thinking about it. I know it has a bad reputation, but I see a way to make some potential extra money. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But
Well,
I'm not gonna be like doing the most though. But go ahead.
doing the most
But
is the thing.
that's the point that I'm trying to make. Like when we were younger, we all did some crazy stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like I posed for Black Tail magazine. There even some of us that are older that are doing OnlyFans. So this girl, saying that she wants to twerk at the Capitol for freedom because Black women's bodies are being overly sexualized. I think I get it.
Oh, see, I need to find out more about it, and I will. I'm
Right.
glad you turned me on to this because I will. This I was like, but nothing surprised me. Nothing surprises me. So
I mean, you could look at it as some
If you
free speech.
okay.
I've I've
It's a
given up
model.
on us on some things. So, like I said, she want to go twerk at the Capitol. Go ahead. I
Yeah,
know.
I mean that.
Like, look, they were twerking in the protest.
You,
So shoot.
mhm. You want
But
to
at
know
this point, just let it go.
what?
Facts.
How many people know that the young girl that discovered the vaccine for this COVID virus was a young girl of color? Why can't
Yeah,
stuff
that's
like that
known.
be the topic? Like, why? I just want to see us in a more positive light. Like Faith was saying, it's like when somebody does something negative, that's what everybody wants to talk about or seem good.
but
Uh-huh.
I got a question. If her twerking at the Capitol but was bad, um, and it's a bad representation of black women. Now I really haven't heard I haven't been on OnlyFans because my daughter used my phone. But I haven't heard anything good about it. So do you think as a black woman doing something on OnlyFans would be a good representation of black women if
Oh,
twerking wasn't?
the thing of it is, and I brought this up too, is a lot of people think that OnlyFans is sexual. There's so much content because I just, went over there, just started really. There's so much content that has nothing to do with anything sexual at all. Like me, I'm into fitness. I follow a lot of fitness people. And so that's my thing, fitness. So you can get private tips and all kinds of diet, exercises, stuff through OnlyFans. But it's got this bad reputation on here on YouTube because I think people have nasty minds a lot of times where people just think they're doing explicit stuff and it's not all explicit.
Well,
Well,
yeah, that's because a lot of strippers,
Mm-hmm.
escorts, they go down there. That's what they were doing. They were doing,
well,
and a lot of wannabe porn stars was on
well.
there too. So, no, I mean, OnlyFans is not just for sexual stuff. They got other things on there too.
But
So
also, I
it's
think that you got to think about the timeline. OnlyFans became popularized during COVID, and that was
right.
because these strippers and these porn stars, their industry, the sex and adult industry, shut down. So they had to make they had to go and find other ways to market themselves and sell their product. So they did private films on that website.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the common person looked at the videos and were like, okay, they're having sex online. But hell, I can do that too. I don't need a big old production company. I don't need lights and this, that, and the other. They were making videos, homemade videos. These porn stars. So now Joe Blow feels he can do the same thing. And all of a sudden, things started to explode. Now I'm seeing, nurses, school teachers, and I'm like, bitch, I work with you. You got OnlyFans?
Well,
Mm.
Okay,
I
do
heard
you, baby? Do you?
one guy talking and he was saying how much money he was making for things he would just be doing to have fun and anyway. So if you're only gonna make a few $1,000s doing a porn, and he was saying he was making way more money than he would probably make doing a porn,
Right.
and it was for just straight male sex, straight male female, not no. Well, he did a midget too, a little person,
What?
but. I mean, if he was making more money out of doing that, why give all your money to the production company for porn when you could put more of the profit in your pocket?
Oh, it's a
So
small
hey,
move. Yeah, it's a small move. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? If you're doing it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no. Is that she sounds just like the Beach is Better. She sounds just like this Beach is Better. And I was wondering if she had like a different. I don't know if is it Koja Malik?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound just like another YouTuber called This Speech is Better. But anyway, I thought that was your
Oh,
voice.
no.
No, but I mean, if you are in that industry and you can streamline your content to the customer and cut out the middleman, yeah, that's a smart move. But yeah, I think that's the reason for the explosion in OnlyFans is due to COVID and us being trapped in our homes for so long nationwide.
Oh yeah. It I was watching on the news today that online is just going crazy. Online businesses, that new ones that are popping up, it's really, this thing has really got everything popping right now. I worry a little bit about some of the stuff, like how long is that gonna last? So
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to dry up eventually once things get back to normal. But some things are here to stay. I think that OnlyFans will remain popular, even though I think there's going to be a fall off in some shape or form.
Yeah, it's probably going to end up turning into either YouTube or Patreon. Go into that route.
Well, the strippers had to go somewhere. They had to do something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They got to make their money
Yeah, not
because
to
they all got
mention
that same money.
the escort that was selling off a back page. They went there too. So.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you gotta. They flexible. They flexible. They get in where they fit in. So,
Got to be. You got to be.
Mm-hmm.
In these changing
and
times.
sometimes you got to make your money, get in and get out. Blockbuster thought they was gonna be here forever,
No,
but it came and it went. So,
like
make the
dice.
money while you can make it.
Yeah. Real quick. I know it's like off the topic, but I don't see the offense with the nation's capital twerking at the nation's capital. How does that make black people look bad?
yeah,
They
for
don't.
me,
They don't. They don't
sorry.
give. They don't give a fuck about us. They never have. So these people that we think that we're making look bad, how? I can see if she was. I would even feel a little bit better if she twerked on somebody's church steps. But we're talking about a country that called us slave, named us black. I mean, where's the offense? I'm not offended by that whatsoever
They
at
don't
all.
even
Period.
see us as good. They don't even see us as good or excellent because when one of us does something well, we're the exception, not the rule. So they already view us as bad. When they see one of us doing good, it's not like they're
I,
saying, oh, all black people are good. We're the exception. We're the one black person that's not as bad as the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
I,
So they don't have a positive outlook on us. You hear when they say, "Oh, she's so articulate." Well, bitch, I ain't supposed to be able to speak.
Right.
I can't code
Right.
switch. They don't have a good view of us anyway. So we're trying to, like I said before, jump through some invisible hoops that we're never going to make it through because they're going to keep moving it up and up and up. When we get here, up. Oh, you can't do this. You couldn't be a professional baseball player. You couldn't be a quarterback. You couldn't be a coach. You couldn't be president. So no matter how much we do it, we're never going to be good. We're always going to be an exception and not like all black people are good and have this capability and stuff. You're just one of the few. As a matter of fact, it ain't even you. It's the white in you for when we raped you that made you excel.
yeah, you made a great point with the quarterback because they damn sure it's a hard pill to swallow for them to have a black quarterback. And if he is a black quarterback, he got to be a mobile quarterback. He better know how to run.
For me, it's not about what they think because I honestly am. I could care less what white people think about me. That's why I live kind of the way I do and where like everything about me is kind of against the norm, our society, and what's acceptable. The way I live, I try to be. Is I know this sounds corny, but I live a very, very ethnic type of lifestyle from even where I shop and buy certain things, my clothes. I try to. I'm serious. I'm like Mrs. Black and Black, okay, honey? I'm driving halfway across town to do black business. I'm that type of person, but I just get sick of and Faith, we've talked about this. I get tired of seeing us dragged all the time. So it's like, oh my God, this is just something else for not just them, but our own. I hate to say this, but some of our own brothers just to drag us about. So it's like, damn. I literally sit back and wait for something else to happen for them to say, oh, see those black women over there. So that's
All right.
Yeah, and that's the point that I was making, because why can't we do like other groups do and turn this into a good thing? Like, why can't we look at the good part about it? Like, oh, you know what? She's a young, beautiful, dark-skinned black woman. Why don't we market her as being a how can I say a what's the word I'm looking for? How they
Free
pedestalize
spirit,
their
free.
women?
White folk are the
No, they
masses.
market their women as being sex symbols.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
white
Artists.
folks,
beauty, the beauty of the
white folks are the masters of the spin. They
Right.
know
So
how to
how come
spin
we
it
can't turn around and spin this and make it positive?
because we're
And then this young
judgmental.
lady can make more money.
We are sometimes equally as judgmental as white folk of ourselves.
You know, they say back in the day that our parents used to beat us to keep the slave master from beating us, and sometimes maybe we're doing that with each other. Let me beat this black person down so the white person won't come and say that. So if I tell my own black people, hey, they won't do it, then we won't have to have them come and do it. So we beat them
Uh-huh.
to the punch,
That makes
even though
sense.
we may not find nothing wrong with it. We just fear their condemnation, so we jump on them first.
Right.
That makes sense.
Mahogany, when you
Exactly.
twerk, right? When you twerk, how do you feel when you're twerking? How do you feel about yourself?
I've talked about this. Oh God, this is a whole different subject. I did a video on this.
Wait a
Twerking is,
minute. We go. You twerk?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
she twerk. She just said
it's
it.
an old video called. Never mind, because I got so much hate from that video. But
Yeah,
it's a
we saw.
culture. It's a
I was on that panel
culture,
with
and the
you
thing,
for upping
and
them.
I'm gonna just make it short and sweet. Um, us as African Americans, we have that in our blood. We like to dance. We are very creative, just by nature. And like for me and my family, my brother and my mom are great singers. I couldn't sing a lick, but I had the gift of entertainment and a bit of the gift to dance. I was that little girl that liked to get up and dance, and my family liked watching me dance, and they'd be like, okay, okay, get up there and do, you know what I mean? When we'd have little get-togethers, and even now to this day, my nieces come over. We play in the kitchen. We're having a good time. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just I think we're so well rounded, like a lot of women, and we just don't get credit for it. We are, I can't big us up enough. And it's just like that's all they see is that part. But what about the
But
intellectual
baby, what part is that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You twerk yourself.
part? Mhm.
How?
Yeah.
What expression are you feeling? Are you feeling nasty? Do you feel hoey? Do
What
you
do I do?
feel degrading? How do
I
you
feel
Or do
feel?
you feel sexy?
I feel very sexy and I feel very seductive. I feel strong. And I feel like I'm having a good time. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
The
Right.
stronger white people react to something, more than likely, the more jealous and envious they are of it. So if they having a strong reaction to twerking, it's generally because they want to twerk and can't twerk. If they have a strong reaction to our big lips, it's because they want them. Big asses, because they want them. And we need to start making the rule. The more they yell, the more they want what we got. And so keep
Hmm.
on yelling. I know you envy me. I know you want this over here. You're not gonna make me feel bad about the shit you envious of. Like when kids was little and they like, I got this and you can't have none. And what they say, I don't want that anyway. It's nasty. And that's what them white people say. I got all this ass over here and you ain't got none. What they gonna say? Oh, that's nasty. But they want some anyway.
Well, that's a fact. You can type in white girls twerk right here on YouTube and there's a million videos. But the thing of it is we unfortunately we kind of promote that type of thing, and then we want to talk about cultural appropriation. But like I don't want to delve into it. But sometimes we're like a big part of our own demise because we just accept and are willing to promote everybody else over ourselves. we got some issues.
That's true.
Yeah, I think we talk bad about each other when we don't have to. I think we do a whole lot of that as black women, as black men. Period. I mean, looking at that woman after hearing you explain what
Uh-huh.
what the twerk is, Mahogany. I don't really see why there's any offense or any backlash for her expressing how she feels or political interest, whatever it is.
Hi, BM.
I don't see the offense. I don't
All
see
right,
how it's offensive.
Go ahead.
well, I just want to welcome BMT back to the stream. What's up, brother?
BMT.
Not too much. We just coming back from a night ride on the bikes. So
Okay.
so,
Yeah, I was just saying because I know you said it's offensive, and I wanna walk away, and I want to see why it's offensive because I don't think it's offensive, but I'm open to other people's opinions.
Who, BMT? He said who?
No, you Mahogany, you said it was offensive.
I was talking about. I didn't mean it offended me because, like I said, I do a little something behind closed doors, and I am not a prude. Just trust and believe me, I'm not. But I just want to see, instead of just those type of videos, I want to see us get acknowledged for all the great things we do because we're so creative and so well rounded. That's what I'm talking about. So intellectual too, and I just feel like that part, the physicality part gets promoted way more than anything else. And that's just what I meant. But I definitely will look into it more. This was the first, like I said, I ever heard about it. I wanted to say
Yeah.
to you, Chef, since I had you up here, that remember that video you were doing? I just I don't know if you want me to talk about it, but it was a good video. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a shout out on that video. That one that I came over in your live.
Who you talking to?
You.
Oh yeah. You know you're always welcome.
Okay.
You're always welcome. Word up. I got you know I love you. Stop playing. But when we have these conversations, there's no love and war, right, baby?
No,
All right.
let me tell you something, and I've told Faith this, and then I'll be quiet. I won't say I hate it when people come up there and agree with me, but a lot of times I'm looking for a little opposition because I wanna grow and I wanna maybe understand a different point of view. We don't all know it all.
Yo, it's called iron sharpen iron. I don't want to be at difference with a rock. I want to be at difference with another iron. You know what I mean? Because you get sharper like that. You heard?
Yeah.
I just
Mahogany.
think, and I know we talking about swallowing and spitting and all of that good stuff, but I just got to throw this in there because Joyce Myers, I know we can't be talking about soft swallowing, spitting religious people, but she said the mind is a battlefield and we have to actively throw things out. And we have to actively program ourselves that when we start talking negative about ourselves, to literally say, that white man over there jealous, and reprogram our minds so we do not take on their traits and apply them to ourselves and their standards and beat ourselves down with the stuff they say about us. Because I think the majority of the stuff we say and do is in reaction to white people and how they view us or our fear of how they will view us or classify us. And just learn to just say they're jealous, they're envious. Everything they have said in life about us that was a negative, they take it and flip it and turn it and make money off of it. From the
Whoever
music
said that, preach
to
it.
the lips to
that's
the hips
a white woman said that.
to all of that. So when they're talking stuff and we're afraid of what they're gonna think or what the world thinks, we need to program ourselves and say, you're jealous, you're jealous, you're jealous. You ain't finna poison my mind against me and have me hate myself and my positive attributes because you don't have them.
Took that from a
And
white
you
woman.
want me to stop doing it so you won't look as bad. You want me to stop dancing because you can't dance. You want me to stop singing because you can't sing. So every time I do it, it makes you look worse. So you're the majority. So you criticize me to silence me and stop me so I don't show you up. And that's how we have to just program our minds.
They
Culture,
want the black women to stop twerking so the white women can.
why don't you ever tell us like with stuff like Patti LaBelle or Shirley Caesar? Why you always talk what that white woman be saying? Looks my
Yo,
Little
BMT,
keep
you ain't no
going,
good
big man.
tonight, bro.
it always a that white woman. I don't ever give a damn what that white woman got to say. I don't care for none of them white women pastors. I want to hear what a black woman has to say. And that's I really
I
listen.
care about it when it impacts us and we start belittling or downing ourselves or
And
dulling our shine and changing ourselves because we fear of what the majority says or
not
what
me.
they do.
Not me.
Yeah, the
That's
good
when
word is the good word, bro. The good word is the good word. That's
This is
it.
the good word.
Yeah, I happen to agree with Culture Malik because it seems to me like she said we try to beat them to the punch because no white people have come out and criticized this woman. As a matter of fact, this was endorsed by white people because Lives Matter is a white group. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay.
So
I'm part of
it's not white people that are sitting up here degenerating this woman. It's us. We're the
Wait, why
ones
y'all
sitting
keep
up here
saying?
doing.
Well, why, question. Why do y'all keep saying BLM is run by white people? And I'm in BLM. I don't ever see no white people where I be going to my meetings. I ain't never seen no white people. Where's all these white people at?
Down here, well, never mind. I know. They had they were selling products promoting Black Lives Matter, and when I saw the people that were out there, but I know there's groups out there that's misrepresentating. Oh Lord, get it out, the girl. But basically, they were out there selling T-shirts and whatnot, and there was very little Black people out there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I just remember my son was like going towards the booth, and I was like, "Don't you go over there?" Not because I don't support it, but I was like, I just felt like that particular situation. I was like, that I don't even know if those people are actually a part of the group. Are they just out here to capitalize and sell T-shirts and sell keychains? So I was like, let's go to an actual valid website or something and support. But I do think
And it really depends on where you're from because see out here in Phoenix there's a lot of white folks that are part of Black Lives Matter and that's the reason why I would not join out here because I was like wait a minute what the hell are you're doing in here I have a
Well, okay.
distrust.
Well, see, the thing about it is, but I always hear about this stuff on YouTube and shit. And you know what? I got people on my panel that are BLM, and they were like, you know what, Joe, rather than listen to the YouTube people, why don't you just come out there? So then there's different chapters of different stuff. Now the shit that y'all be seeing on white people that be buying them shirts at goddamn hair stores and all that other dumb shit. I don't give. Listen, I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with white people and that shit. But when I go do my shit or the BLM or the black people I fuck with, there's just us. There ain't no white Beckys. There's no Karens. There's no white people. They come around and say, hey, can we protest with y'all? All right, stand your ass over there. Everybody from goddamn Mount Calvary, AME Church, we stand over here. Don't cross the line. We gonna be doing our shit over here. Y'all do that. But then we'll somehow say, oh, all of us there, we're all doing this. And I'm like, okay. So now I'm getting what they're saying, where everybody thinks they know what goes on inside of there, but people don't know because people are actually not part of it or not part of. That's why I stopped talking about BLM now. But now that I'm part of it now, I see what actually is happening. People are just running their mouth with stuff, and that's fair. You could say, but you're on the
BMT, how
outside.
many groups are you part of?
How many groups am I part of? A militia, part of BLM. I mean, it's COVID. I mean, either you join up with something, or just fall for anything.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with BLM out here because too many
I, I
white
mean, I
folks.
mean, I mean, you are out there in Arizona. I mean, you got to be quite a crazy nigga to live out there in the desert. So,
You know what, BMT? Go ahead.
Hey, I
you
was
can't be
just
that much sense to live out there in the desert. So, I ain't
I
It
was
is not the
just
desert. It is actually beautiful out here, and as a matter of
Yep,
fact, the weather is
yep,
70 degrees in
yep,
the early mornings, and
yep,
it's
Faith.
freaking January. Okay.
yep, yep,
Faith.
yep. You got it. You got it.
They was just talking about the top 5 places that Black people are moving, especially the ones coming from California. And it was on somebody's channel, and Arizona was one. And I was like, "Look at Faith, beat everybody to the punch.
Yeah, because California
They're gonna
going
be
to
sending some melanin your way."
y'all can have that.
Finally, finally.
Y'all can have y'all forest fires. I've been over there. I've been over there to West Coast. Y'all got that shit. Y'all can have that. Pretty soon, y'all got Paco, Pedro, and all them coyotes over there. Y'all can have that.
Well, South Carolina ain't no French
That
beach
boy
either.
said
I've been over there too.
coyotes. I'll
Yeah,
be there.
you can have your dirty South Carolina. You
You're
know.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I will gladly have it. I will gladly build up. Jeff Bezos own y'all. I'm out here. Ain't nobody running this shit over here. But just whites over
Yeah.
there, the niggas over here. We got a clear distinction on. Hey, you over there.
Well,
We
I
over
don't
here.
know
We don't.
because it's a lot of Chicago, like she said, a lot of black people coming out here from Chicago, and hell, we done flipped this state from red to blue.
Well, Chicago gone to shit. So I don't know what to tell y'all about that.
Chirac.
Yeah.
You got
BMT be
y'all,
insulting everybody places with
I
it.
knew there
you
was a
right.
reason
Y'all ain't
for it.
never stayed Chicago. Y'all lost that shit.
Well, you can have your dirty South where you kissing cousins and
Oh
your
no,
Kissing
nephews and everybody.
cousins.
Oh, you talking about white
Yeah,
people? You
yeah,
talking about
yeah,
white
yeah.
people?
We
We tried
no,
it.
no, we got black
Kissing
people too,
No.
black people
cousins.
too. You got all
We
these
definitely tried.
mongoloid babies running around over there.
Mongoloid.
Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
We definitely tried it. You definitely tried to put that on us. I
No,
like
no,
that.
I didn't try
Chicago
it.
don't got no
You know
hoes.
good and daggone well.
You like
I
that. You
can't
like
I told
deal.
BMT that's why nobody want to go over there.
I can't even
listen.
deal.
Hey, Texas, how about y'all fix that death penalty of white boys knocking y'all asses out in the street? Y'all fix that up first, then y'all hit me up later. Cause
Let the
Hey,
church
yeah,
say amen.
yeah, yeah. How about y'all fix that? Fix
But
that.
anyway, I think it's time for me to go ahead and end this stream because certain people sitting up here with they cousins and grandparents
Faith,
and
yes,
faith,
it's
mothers.
straight
faith.
hateful.
It's
Ain't
really
no
their
shade.
sister,
Faith,
you know.
faith. You can always, faith.
It's
You
all
can
good.
always come to New Orleans.
It's all good. It's all good. I like that because we started to see a lot of Northerners and a lot of y'all trying to come over here from California. Isn't that in the news right now? Y'all people from the West Coast trying to come over to the Southeast, get away from
Mm-hmm.
y'all goddamn shithole, goddamn, refugee thing. Y'all got Paco and Chico running y'all out of y'all own place. We don't got them problems over here.
No, no, no. We
Jesus
sending
Because
Christ.
Paco and
nobody want to go
Chico.
over there.
No, no, no. We sending Paco and Chico over there. What you talking about?
How y'all sending them over there? Y'all got sanctuary over there. Y'all got sanctuary state.
No, 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 no. We
Chico,
kicking them up out of
Chico,
here. We kicking them up
who's
out of
we?
here.
Who's we? Y'all
Border
really have the
Patrol. That's who. That's who. Border Patrol.
they got
They
political
finna defund them.
y'all got whole political seat with them in there. Man. Get out of here. Stop.
They finna defund them.
Anyway, I'm about yeah.
About to
We
say,
we need to go on here to the final thoughts. So BMT then came over here with his
and started
bullshit
some shit.
as
But I'm
usual.
about to talk major shit on my panel. I don't give a
About to
fuck.
say,
Y'all might as well talk
Yo, I gotta come on your
being
panel one day, BMT.
right.
Oh,
Hey, come on the panel, man.
We
Yeah,
was having
yeah.
a
Then,
nice,
then he
deep,
came over
philosophical
here
conversation.
and started all this bullshit. Then he gonna pop off.
Right. We had a nice,
Yeah.
deep, philosophical conversation about spitting and swallowing, and all of a sudden BMT pops himself back up. It's okay,
He
BMT.
just mad because his mother is really his sister. That's all.
Come
Damn,
on now.
Oh,
damn.
dang. Come
That's
on.
that's hurtful.
Dang, that's low, man.
That's
That's low.
hurtful. Damn. She really is from Chicago because she shot that one.
Chicago don't got no hoes, she said.
Mm-mm. Fuck.
But yeah, I do have to end it because it looks like my little relay truck is here, and I'm gonna have to get on out here and do some work.
dang.
Gotcha.
But
Yo,
anybody
what's a
got any
relay
final
truck?
thoughts?
What's
I
That's
enjoyed the panel.
Yeah, it was
that's when you do a drop and hook basically with another
Okay.
driver.
Gotcha. I learned something new tonight.
cool.
All right. Well, this is my first time being on the panel. I loved being on here. I'm definitely, this ain't going to be my last time. You all have a good night. Mahogany, I know that you're not a sweet little angel because I remember you twerking on Upper East Side Slumber Party. It was a beautiful sight. BMT was down. Anyways, y'all have a good night.
good
All
night.
right. Thank
Good
you for
night.
Good
Good
night,
coming.
night.
bro.
Good night.
All right. Who's
My,
next? Who wants to go next?
I
Oh,
guess I'll go.
oh,
I got Magni. Ladies first.
okay. I was last, but I'll be. Thank you so much, Faith. I always enjoy listening to you, whether I'm on the panel or not. But this was a great. This was really a good, cool, laid back vibe. I like this. I get so tired of arguing all the goddamn time, so this was really nice. And everybody was very just respectful and waiting their own turn. I love it. So, and I'm going to go back and watch the replay so I can get the full story. Yeah, I really enjoyed myself. I'm glad you're back. I'm happy. Ciao. YouTube has not been the same without you, honey. You left me here fighting all these motherfuckers by myself. So, but no, awesome show, and I guess I'll see you soon when you come back on live. Okay?
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming up, sis, and I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Good night.
All right. Who's next? Who's next?
All right. I guess that's me. I like to thank you for letting me be a part of the intellectual conversation, Faith. I think it's very important. What I take from the conversation is important how we critique each other. Yes, we can critique each other because we're trying to get better as a community. But I think it's important on when we decide to critique each other and how we decide to do it. Don't just outright do it. Think about it, plan pot, and strategize about it. Because the end game should to be able to move past such a situation that causes disrespect to the community, and make it be the example and not a recurring incident. So I appreciate the
Exactly.
conversation for that, and the recurring incidents being black on black propaganda.
True. Well, thank you so much, Chef Disaster, for coming up, and also put your channel link down there in the comment section as well, because I checked you out a couple of times, brother. You be mixing up some stuff.
Yeah, I do a
You be
little something.
mixing
I
up
ain't
some stuff.
heavyweight like you, but I do a little something.
No. You are way talented. You don't even don't even sell yourself short. Because I was over there and I saw you. What do? You do like the little DJ mixing and stuff like that?
That's just like intermission. I talk about like so it's based off what I'm going on. I got a series called Surviving Love, and it's based on me moving on from love after being in a relationship for 15 years. So the series is based off of that. And I talk my experiences of the nuances of dating now, like at my actual experiences. So say if I go on a date and something happens, I come back and I share that, with the people on the channel, and I want to hear how they feel about it, and I want to hear them tell me, hey, well, you shouldn't have done that, or you shouldn't do this and stuff like that, and then I'll give a little story time about something that happened to me, during my 5 years being out of the relationship while just dating. So that's about it. And then I do reconditioned state of mind, sort of like what you're doing tonight, where I try to get us to let go the old way of doing things and start, you know, a new beginning. So, there's topics about that I go into, and I talk about those things like reconditioning the state of mind of the youth in gang violence or um domestic violence, things like that. And then
All
I'll
right.
play music so it don't just be like talking. And I have people come on the panels, and I do house calls. It's like a thing that where people are actually calling in and you know giving their testimony or their commentary or whatever they want to do.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to bounce over there and hit the panel one day.
I would love to have you on the panel. Your intellect is just like made for it. It's
All
made
right.
for it. Absolutely.
Well,
But I
thank you.
appreciate you again. I appreciate you more.
Thank you
Word
so
up.
much. I appreciate you, because like I said, you came up here and you gave a really good perspective and spin on things, because it made me think about the whole, how we as black people, we are sitting up here being too hard on ourselves. You and Coach Malik, y'all really knocked it out the park. And Commendable K and Bro Speak, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
You've been
think I
kind of
think without
quiet.
without commendable CK, I'm going to say CK. Without CK, I don't think the conversation evolves. I don't. I think it's necessary for people to have difference of opinion. That's just the bottom line. And he has a very difference of opinion, and he stands on it.
Yeah, he does. And that's one
Hmm.
of the things I do admire about CK. He doesn't fold. He stands strong in his opinion, and there's
Uh,
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah. So I go
But
ahead and jump off, and when you have another panel, I'll definitely be here for it.
oh, you're definitely welcome anytime.
All right. Peace and love, spread love, not hate, y'all.
All right. And then,
All right, bro, speak. You up?
yeah, well, let me see. Well, as far as the lady twerking, it is what it is. I do think black people, if 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 it's not bothering you, if it's not something that affects you personally, the best thing to have is just no comment. Just no comment. You don't have to speak on everything. You could just have no comment. If more of us would adopt that policy, we wouldn't have all this vitriol towards each other. It's like if something happened to a black person doing something that other groups consider wrong, we should be saying no comment. I have no comment on it. I have no comment and leave it at that. Don't be so quick to jump on each other's throats. Now, if it's something really egregious, yes, we should criticize. But if it's something like this that really ain't bothering nobody, and it's not, I don't really see the problem. I mean, shit, we have already twerked in the goddamn protests. At this point, it's like, what more can our reputation take? I mean, shit, they did to get your booty to the pole. If you didn't get outraged over that, then why are you caring about this? That's all I'm saying. It's a little late for outrage at this point. So, and as far as like, and let's face it, white people gonna protect their image of their women, and a lot of that pushback towards black women is because white dudes are attracted to y'all on the low. that's just
But
that's just what
you
it
know it.
is.
You know it.
So shoot. But anyway, let me get off. Thank you for having me on the panel, Faith, and I am waiting for you to come through Texas. And I'm gonna be looking for that. I'm looking for that magazine cover with you on
Yeah, good luck, cause I can't even find it anymore. They went out of business. What was that? Back in I want to say 93 or 94.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a will, there's a way. I'll find it somehow. Well, if not me, somehow I'll find it. Since now it's out there, that is
Uh
no.
oh.
Somehow I'll find it.
Uh-oh. Now everybody gonna be perusing every cover now.
Yeah.
Where's Faith?
It is what it is. But anyway, y'all have a good night.
All right. You too, bro, speak, and thank you for coming through. And shout out to Chef Disaster with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. He says, thank you, Faith. All right. So, Mr. CK, how you doing?
I'm good. Really good broadcast.
I know, but you know what? It couldn't have been good, like Brother Chef Disaster said, without you. So I really appreciate you for coming up here and for sharing the video, especially while I'm driving and everything. I appreciate you doing that.
No problem. Someone has to save the children and be concerned about. And that's pretty much what the basis was I got it, they make bikinis different. Women are at
Hmm.
the beach with different bikinis in front of the children. Now the children got those bikinis. And you got women who are out there with the skimpy outfits. Now the cheerleaders in high school and junior high have the skimpy outfits. So the line keeps getting pushed. And tonight I just wanted to hold the line. And I maybe someone I know Mahogany Roots agreed with me, and maybe other people would agree with me. I know the people in the comment section, they agree with me, and a couple of people agree with me online who are giving the outrage and the backlash. And that's the main thing is the children. Yeah, I got it. She wanted to twerk. It was no harm, no foul. But that's just it. Then you got she's twerking in front of the children, in front of the families, and now you got little kids going to go twerk, and we're starting to influence others. And I know some people are like, well, but the white folks, and we were so consumed with white people tonight. It was amazing. You would think that white people were on the panel, but there was no white people on the panel. Yet we included white people in the discussion as to why
But
it's okay.
it was
I thought it
necessary.
was a
But okay.
closing spot. I thought
Oh,
it
okay,
was a
okay, okay,
closing. And
okay.
you know
All
what?
right, all right, all
I'm
right, all
glad.
right.
I'm glad you interjected. Right after this, I am doing a follow-up stream. Right after
Wow.
this,
Wow.
our response
Everybody go to
video
CK, go to Commendable K.
it's going to be raw.
It's no longer screen learning. It is Commendable K. Drop the link down there in the chat, brother.
It's,
Okay. He's
it,
going live after this because he gonna have to cry because he lost. He was outnumbered over here.
you know what? That's just it. As a conservative, as someone who likes tradition, not all tradition, I am flexible, but as a conservative, I try to hold on to as many values as possible, because when you let things go, things start to move all the way into a particular direction. You give them an inch, they take a mile. So yeah, I got it. Joe Biden won, and we want to twerk at Washington. We want to twerk in front of the children. And some people are like, well, they're going to learn from somewhere. And the
Well,
white folks do
okay,
it.
it's a celebratory thing.
Wow.
It's no
You know
different
what?
than
We good.
the
This is
football
why,
players throwing the football down and doing the little,
and we're bringing
victory
up
dance.
sports. We're bringing up sports.
Yes, it's no
This is
different
why.
though.
This is why I am going to have a follow-up stream, because the interruption, the deflection to what the white folks are doing, the Trump rally, we were all over the place. You would think that we were traveling in a vehicle as much as we traveled all over the place. There was even a point in time when someone was like, hey, where was your stream for when the women were at the Trump rally doing stuff? And I'm like, well, gosh, I didn't invent a chime machine, so I'm sorry that I can't go back in time and make that
You
stream.
know what, Commendable K, you are full of it. I mean, you and BMT, every time y'all come over here with the beat. You know what? Get off my pen. Get off. Just go. You said you're gonna do your thing. Go over there with that.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. I enjoyed you, even though you get on my nerve. Damn. All right, y'all. Well, this is the end. I enjoyed everybody that came up here. Shout out to Chef Disaster, Mahogany Roots, Koja Malik, Aries 504. Who else we have on here? Bro Speak. All of the people that came on here, Taylor Scott. We had quite a few. It was a full house tonight. So I want to thank everybody that participated. You guys are the real MVPs, and I will be doing more live streams and opening up the panels. So do like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you share out this video because that brings more people to the discussion. And I'm out. Peace.